was my favorite, she was my dime piece. He was my twin brother, called him my Siamese. I am her Libra, she was my Pisces. I used to care about Zodiac, now I want Zen, please. Jackets cause it is cold and black, I need like 10, please. Cause basements with the moldy rats all in my mind, see. I need my mind open, see new possibilities. Cause with the way the picture looks, I think I need new scenery. This Matrix 101 degrees, call it the fever dream. But it hasn't stopped the frigid nights and the cold fiends. My hypothermia has kinda stopped my hyperness. Cause with these fucking demons I want no smoke, no steam. Yeah, and we getting real higher. If niggas say he better than me, he a liar. Y'all some bicycle ass niggas too tired to get up off your ass, get some cash, spark that fire.
It be like that sometimes, I be up in the sky. It be like that sometimes, I be up in the sky. It be like that sometimes, I be up in the sky. It be like that sometimes, I be up in the sky.
Yeah, I'm highly medicated, I'm high off inspiration. My mind is going places, bet your mind can barely take it. I'm seeing miracles, I'm feeling spiritual. My homie said one thing, now I think he hysterical. See, this the fucking life, I'm a life I mean, fuck it. You only live once before you gon' have to kick the bucket. Not gonna spend life by feeling things I don't really have to. I'm gonna live my life all blessed like niggas said I choose. Life's too damn short, haiku, niggas always whine, Caillou. I ain't got no fucking time to sit up on my ass, we grind too. And we grinded the weed, what's it the blood, better be but the 3. Grabs of the Z with the whole family, imagine that passing that shit to the breeze. With all of this ganja around, I could never be SAT. Feeling my eyes lower, my heart rate slower, move feeling real hazy. Memory real hazy like perp, kissing that marriage ain't dumping my girl. We roll up some herb, nigga we out of this earth.
It be like that sometimes, I be up in the sky. It be like that sometimes, I be up in the sky. It be like that sometimes, I be up in the sky. It be like that sometimes, I be up in the sky.
Then I start to think back to the whole reason I'm even in this room, up in this space, I'm steady chiefing. Maybe to feel this peace, cause lately everywhere seems crooked. Maybe to get a peace of mind when everyone has took it. Half of things that matter, why life gotta be this hard. Maybe to feel me bleed, cause all I hide is fucking scars. Oh well, guess there's no point to complain. Shrug our shoulders, split another Rillo, roll up, everybody sang.
It be like that sometimes, I be up in the sky. It be like that sometimes, I be up in the sky. It be like that sometimes, I be up in the sky. It be like that sometimes, I be up in the sky. It be like that sometimes, I be up in the sky. It be like that sometimes, I be up in the sky.
One. Okay, so I appreciate how many kids you will be having in this lifetime. And I feel like you guys will have 2 children in this lifetime. Or there's for sure destiny. You could have there's potential for more, but I feel like you're destined to have 2. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you're gonna stop at 2. And I feel like your kids are gonna be spread apart in age. I do feel like your eldest might be a boy, and your youngest could be a girl. Okay. I feel like your eldest child is going to be hairy when they come out. And I feel like they're going to have an old soul, okay, or they do have an old soul. I feel like this kid is going to be very strong-willed, very stubborn. They may even be an earth sign or an air sign or have these placements very heavily within their chart. And this kid is going to be someone their way that they just... I feel like this kid is going to be someone... I don't necessarily feel bad, like they're going to be like a misbehaving kid. I just feel like this child is going to be someone who has very strong opinions. They are going to know what they want, and they're going to be they're going to talk early, they're going to do things a lot early, but they are going to do, as far as moving and learning things, they're going to do it at their own pace. But I know that sounds contradictory. I do feel like they're going to reach their milestones before other kids, or they're going to be experts at things that they pick up. Like this kid could be someone that can learn how to walk, but you may not know they know how to walk as good as they do until they feel like it, or they may not take their first steps before other kids, but they may not be into walking. They may want to spend a lot of time I feel like this kid's going to be by themselves, honestly. I feel like this child's going to be very independent. But I just feel like they're going to do things at their own pace, in a sense to where they're not going to do things when you want them to. So they're still going to talk early, but they're not going to talk when you expect them to. Like, I feel like some of you guys are going to be like, oh, can you say mama? And they might say dada. You know, like this kid is going to just do, they're on their own, like, agenda. Whereas with the second child, I feel like this kid is going to be very much so clingy. Like this last child is going to be very clingy. They could be a fire sign. Okay, I feel like this child is going to be something that, some more an air sign. Even fire and air sign and have these places heavy in their chart. They're going to be very talkative, this second child. This first child is more so introverted, and I feel like your second child is going to be extroverted. But we're going to start off with this first child here, okay? It does feel like this is maybe a son. Okay, I'm not really getting girl energy with your first child here. Okay, so for one, it doesn't have to be a first child, but one of your children I feel like is definitely, you're going to have both. I feel like you're going to have a boy and a girl. Okay, so tell me about pregnancy when my Power 1 viewers are pregnant with this buffalo child. Tell me about what pregnancy might be like with this buffalo child. I feel like that it's going to be very easy. You're going to be very hungry, but I feel like you may work through this pregnancy. I don't feel like this is going to be a child that, I don't think that you're going to be at home. I feel like you're going to work while you're pregnant. You may not even know that you're pregnant for a while. I feel like this kid is kind of just very much so laid back. They're very easy. I feel like the pregnancy with this child, I'm not necessarily getting, I feel like that you might have morning sickness, but I feel like it might be curbed if you eat more fruit, okay? Or this child may make you want to eat a lot of fruit. This may even be a miracle baby that you have after like a while of trying to have kids. This could be a rainbow baby for those of you where that resonates with. Okay, so even if the pregnancy is like a lot, I feel like you guys, once you find out you're pregnant, you're going to be very grateful to find out that you're pregnant with this child. Some of you guys are older in age when you have this baby, and I do feel like you're going to be very much so financially well off, and maybe even at the height of your career when you find out you're pregnant with this child, or you're going to be feeling very well off. You're going to be well off with yourself. Now let's see what's going on with pregnancy with this second child, with the firefly energy. What will pregnancy be like for my Power 1 viewers with this firefly child? Okay, so we have desire. I feel like you're going to be very horny. You may actually end up, you may conceive this child out of love. I feel like the first child may be a oops baby. It may be a child that you want, but it may not be a child that you're expecting. I don't feel like this first child is expected. I do feel like the second child is not expected either, but this is a child that is made out of love. Okay, I'm getting an energy surrounding, like this may be a child that, we're going to do a reading later, turn on your post notifications about the conception surrounding your children, but I'm getting mainly this baby here is going to be a particular kid that is going to be, they may be conceived in like the fire or the winter months, but I feel like they're good. It's like love making. Because I'm hearing, these are the signs of love making. Oh, you're zodiac freak I've been looking for. Girl, you're trying me. Signs of love making. Ooh, you make me say, ooh. I feel like this baby here, you may stay with this child's father. You may end up being with this child's father or the child's mother for a long time. Or you and this person, like, I feel like you're going to be in a committed relationship. With this, especially with the 8 here, you could be married to this person, or the energy surrounding. You're in a committed situation with this person's other parent. Okay, your next child, with this last child, with this firefly energy, or this firefly child, I feel like you're going to be very much so horny. I feel like you're going to be horny. Okay, when you're pregnant with this child, is there anything other energy that you want them to know about what's pregnancy going to be like with this firefly child? You're going to be feeling very inspired, very creative. Okay, I do feel like that. You may even like be around a lot of friends, or maybe a lot of people who want to be around you. A lot of people are going to be helping with your baby shower. I feel like a lot of independence is done with this first child. I feel like there's a lot of things that you have to do things by yourself. You may have to take care of yourself with this first child, with this buffalo child. Whereas I feel like that you are kind of making a way out of no way. And I feel like you guys do have a lot of things going on for yourself. Be it you're in school or you just doing, you got a lot of things you're juggling with this first child. With this second child, I feel like you're much more comfortable once you have them. I do feel like that there's going to be a lot. Some of you guys are going to be having like midwives. Like I feel like that you're going to be very much so into this pregnancy. Okay, I feel like that with this child right here, this firefly, it may be later in life. I feel like these children are spread apart. So I feel like you may not have a baby shower with this first pregnancy, but I feel like, or you may not have that many people show up, but I do feel like you're going to be very much so in tune with your child here. You may even sing or speak to your baby while they're in the room with this buffalo child, but with this firefly child, I feel like you're going to have a lot of support around you. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to be excited for this baby. The persons that you have your children with this firefly child, their family could be heavily involved during this pregnancy. I'm getting like all hands on deck. I don't feel like that you have to do much. There's a lot of people who just I feel like people are going to be buying you things left and right while you're pregnant with the second child, with this firefly child. Excuse me. I do feel like you guys are going to be very thirsty, a little bit dehydrated as well while you're pregnant, okay? But friendship is going to be a very big deal with this, I do feel like you're going to have a lot of people that are going to be fighting to be like the baby's godmom or goddad or whatever the case may be. Okay, so I'm going to pull more cards about, I do feel like with this Firefly child, I feel like they're going to be more petite versus this, I feel like this baby may be small, they may come premature, versus this Buffalo child, I feel like they're going to be a little bit heavier. They're going to be a chunky baby, okay? Let me see some more details about these children, okay? I want to see their physical descriptions, okay? Let me see. About what they're going to look like, more details about what they might look like for my Power One viewers. So, this Buffalo child, tell me what this child is going to look like. This may be like when they're young. I'll try to pick on when they're young and when they get older. What is this Buffalo child going to look like, okay, for my Power One viewers? And of course, you can watch this if you already have children. I may be picking up on kids you already have or future children. I do feel like this kid is going to have like very curly hair. I'm getting that they're going to have a lot of hair. I was already getting that here. This person's going to have a lot of hair, but they could have, it's very thick too. I feel like it's very thick, and it may be curly at the root, and it may like straighten out towards the ends. I have big ears here. This kid could have really big ears. Kind of getting that too with the Buffalo energy. Okay. We do have Aboriginal. This person here could be, you could be Native American, or you could have Native in your blood, or your spouse, or the person that you have conceived with could be Native American. But we do have Aboriginal here. I feel like this child's skin tone is going to be tanned, tan to dark. Okay, in regards to complexion, I do feel like this last child, this other child, this Firefly child, is going to be much brighter in complexion though. With this Buffalo child, I feel like they could have back dimples. Okay. Very cute, very chunky, very adorable, very cute baby. Okay, and we also have medium tones. That's exactly what I was getting, like a medium, like tan tone. So I was right on the mark with that one. So let's describe this Firefly child. What are they going to look like? What is their physical description? Okay, this person, I feel like this kid is going to be very eccentric. I feel like they're going to be the kid that's going to do a lot. They're going to be very creative. They're going to try a lot. You're going to feel very inspired. So when you have this child, they want to take the one off the bottom too. I feel like when you have this child, they're going to be into a lot of different activities. They're going to do a lot. They're going to be very hyper. And I feel like in the womb, they're going to be very active. As they get older, they may decide that they want to get a lot of facial piercings, okay? Or this child could have really, really deep dimples. Okay, I have natural nails. This child is going to have nails that you have to clip because they could scratch you. With their nails, they're going to grow very, very long. Their nails are going to grow very long. This child could be biracial, okay? This child could be Hispanic or something like that. Or this kid could be asked a lot, like, are they mixed? Are they biracial? Are they da-da-da-da? This kid is going to be very, like, I feel like I'm getting a lighter complexion with this second child, with this Firefly. I'm getting that energy. And then we have eyes. Their eyes are going to be very beautiful. For a lot of you guys are going to have, like, big, beautiful brown eyes. Okay, but something about their eyes are going to be very prominent. I'm getting really, really, really big, beautiful eyes. I'm getting that with both of your children, honestly, that their eyes are going to be very, very beautiful. And I'm getting they're going to have, like, really cute noses as well. Okay, they can have larger noses, but they're going to be very, very cute. Very, very cute children, okay? Let me see if I can get the gender. I'm getting boy and girl, but we'll see. Okay, so what is the gender of this Buffalo child? Oh, girl. Okay, so this is a girl, okay? So this child is going to be someone that I feel like they're very mature. I feel that I'm getting the eldest sibling, and that's showing me up as the Queen of Pentacles. So this child, I was getting boy, but they're a girl. Okay, this child here, or there's potential they could be either or for some of you. Or there's going to be energy. This child could be very much so balanced. They could be masculine in their energy, so this child could be into sports. But I feel like they're kind of in their own world. They are very much so. I forget with the Queen of Pentacles, they could be towards Virgo Capricorn. I was kind of getting that. But I'm also getting an energy. This kid is going to be talented to themselves. Like, you might find them in weird places. Like, they could be, they could like to hang or chill in their closet, or they could just be themselves. They don't have to be with other kids. They don't have to be in a mix. They may find themselves being the leader of the group. Okay, your kid is going to be a natural born leader. I'm getting that this child is going to be someone that is very empathetic, okay? They're also going to be very excited when you have this other child, because they could be acting for other siblings, and they're going to be very instrumental in helping you raise this child. Not saying it's the child's obligation, but they're going to feel like it is. They're going to take pride in being a big sister, okay? So this could be a girl that you have first. Now, the second child, are they going to be a boy or a girl, this Firefly child? Okay. Four of Wands. Knight of Wands. Okay, it's boy or girl. Okay, they're definitely a fire sign. I will tell you that much. We have lots of fire energy. I feel like this child is going to be, they're going to be very smart, but they're going to be kind of cunning. So this child is going to be a little bit mischievous. I'm getting an energy. This kid is going to be someone, they're going to be very cute, and they know it. They know that they're cute, okay? They may get mistaken for being both genders as a kid, okay? All right, yeah, I'm getting this. So people may say, oh, you have he or she is going to be a little heartbreaker. Okay, so this child is going to be very much so adorable. This child here is a girl. For those of you who take this path, I thought it was going to be a boy, but I don't know. Maybe your people are going to call your children, like the girl is going to get called, like your fella's firstborn is going to be considered, like they're going to be thinking, oh, is that a boy? And you're like, you don't see all this pink on my baby? All this purple back here. I should have known that it was a girl. But I was like, it's that type of thing. But you may have that misunderstanding with both of your children that you have. Is this second child, this firefly child, going to be a boy or a girl spirit? Give me a card indicating if this is going to be a boy or a girl. Okay. They're not telling me the gender. I feel like this child they may grow up to consider themselves to be non-binary. So what is their birth gender going to be? Let me ask that. What is their birth gender going to be? Okay. The opposite. So I feel like they're going to be a boy. Okay. Yeah, they're a boy. They're a boy. But I feel like this child is going to be very flamboyant. Okay, so this child may grow up to be a rainbow baby. Okay. I feel like this is going to be with the 5 pentacles and the chariot. This is a boy. Your second child is going to be a boy, but they're going to be very eccentric. Okay, they may have I feel like this child is going to be someone. They may be very feminine. Okay, so this child may grow up and eventually become. Decide they're homosexual. With the Queen of Wands being here, this child may identify as something different than what they were born with, okay? But I feel like this child is going to be very much so beautiful. With the 3 of Swords being here, I am getting an energy. You may raise this child to be one way, but they may decide that they identify more with the opposite gender, and that's wonderful. That's beautiful. Okay, so we're going to get some more details about their personality and their spiritual gifts, okay? So tell me more about the personality of this buffalo child, okay, and their spiritual gifts. Okay, so with Oshi, this person is very defensive and they're very protective and they really want to do the right thing. So this kid could be someone that they get very frustrated when they make mistakes, but they keep going. This kid is going to be very persistent in their goals. They're going to be very hardworking. Okay, they're going to be very protective as well. They could really like the colors blue and yellow. Okay, tell me more about the spiritual gifts and the personality of this buffalo child. I feel like this kid's going to be very defensive, too. They're not going to have a hard time taking constructive criticism because they're very hard on themselves. So keep that in mind, okay? I do feel like this kid is going to be very neat. This kid is going to be someone that's going to really enjoy cleaning up, and they can really like bath time. Okay, this kid is going to, they're going to love taking long showers. Okay, so I feel like their water bill is going to be a little bit high. Okay, so tell me more about this firefly, their spiritual gifts, and their personality. Tell me more about this firefly child, okay? The gift of giving, very nurturing, very kind, very sweet. I feel like this person here, this child here is going to, I feel like that this relationship that you have, it's going to be full circle. I feel like this child here is going to grow you up, and this child here, this first child, this buffalo child, is going to inspire you. They're going to be the one to get your shit together, but they may be the child that sees you go through shifts. You could be building or starting your entrepreneur, or starting your career at like the beginning of things, and when by the time this firefly child comes, they're a complete surprise, and I feel like this child here is like a do-over for you, because you may feel like that you've made mistakes with this buffalo child. So by the time this child comes, they're going to be very, very so compassionate. They're going to be the type of kid that shares, okay? They're going to want you to eat their food with you, so they're going to be very inspirational as well. We have inspiration. With the gift of giving, I feel like this kid is going to be someone that you see a lot of yourself in. Tell me more about the personality of this firefly child and their spiritual gifts. They're going to be inspiration to others. For a lot of you, this child could be in the spotlight. We have the gift of knowing spirit. They could be a medium, okay? So this kid could be able to see dead people, okay, and they could be someone that inspires or they can let you know when someone's about to pass. I feel like this child is going to be very stable. Both of your kids are showing up as very stable, very wise, very intuitive children. With the buffalo showing up, I feel like this buffalo child is going to be someone that can communicate with spirits, but not in the way. I feel like this this firefly child is going to be able to I feel like both of your kids have mediumship abilities, but it's in different ways. I feel like this first child, this buffalo child, is going to have a very nice connection with nature more so than spirits, okay? They can sense the lives of, like, animals, like deceased animals or living animals. They can like, be a tree hugger and things of that nature. I feel like this buffalo child is going to be very mature, wise beyond their years. They've walked the earth before. So this buffalo child, they could be around animals and stuff like that, and, like, they're not impressed. And anything that you show this child, they're going to be very much so very serious. Okay? I feel like this buffalo child is very much so serious, very in their own world, and I feel like this firefly, autonomy just flew out. They're very autonomous, they're very smart, they're very intelligent. So I would say that your first child, this buffalo child, is going to be, whether they're first or second, doesn't matter. I feel like they're the oldest, honestly, but I feel like this buffalo child is going to be a child that is very independent. They want to do things by themselves, and they're going to be clear cognizant, meaning they're just going to know certain things. They're going to kind of get the hang of things very easily, okay, and they're also going to just know, like, how to fall into place. They're not going to be necessarily too problematic. They're going to really thrive and really like their independence in their alone time. Tell me more about the spiritual gifts of this buffalo child. Tell me more about the spiritual gifts of this buffalo child. Okay. We have keys. So I do feel like this child here is going to just, they could be very good at fixing things, but I also feel like they're going to be a natural healer. They could be good into herbs. I'm telling you, they just naturally know things. They've been here before. They could have been shamans in past lives. They're going to be really good. They may be tarot readers when they get older. They could be someone who just knows how to fix things. This kid could, like, hurt themselves, and they just naturally know to go bandage themselves up. They're just a very intelligent child. They just know, okay? And they could always just know when you're frustrated. They just know things. They just know. They're just very smart. And with Grace here, this child, they're very mature. They're very, very mature, getting big earth sign energy with this firstborn child, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Very mature, very wise, very unfazed with the bullshit. They may not be fond of their other parent. I feel like they're going to have a very strong connection with you, though. Okay? Doesn't mean that they're not going to like them, but I do feel like this kid is going to be very honest, and I do feel like they're going to have a hard time taking constructive criticism, because they're going to be very hard with themselves. I do feel like they're going to be the type of kid that's going to let you know when they're doing something they have no business doing, because you're going to hear it out of their mouth that they made a mistake. They're going to apologize too. This kid, as a baby, they can, like, hug you when they make mistakes because they don't want to see you upset. This kid is a natural empath as well. I would say that this kid is very empathetic. Tell me more about this firefly child and their spiritual gifts. Okay, we have silicone. So this kid is very empathetic, very sweet. But this kid here, be mindful, because this kid could be someone that can go through things and not express it. I do feel like this kid is going to be very good in science, okay? They could also be into crystal healing and things of that nature. I feel like this child is going to be someone that they could be someone that could come around people and make them feel alive. So a lot of people, be mindful of energy vampires. I feel like this child here, this firefly child, they're going to really need you to do a lot of, like, spiritual baths, okay? Teach them spiritual hygiene, because a lot of people are going to cling to this kid. A lot of people, like grown-ass people, are going to be bitten to your child. Like, this kid is just going to know things. Both of your children are very wise. So I have to say that you guys may have earth placements in your chart, or you guys are just someone that could have, people could describe you as that. Okay, this kid is going to be someone that's very compassionate, very loving, very sweet, very, very loving. Like, they're just so sweet. A lot of people are going to take a liking to your kids. I feel like this buffalo kid is going to be by themselves, but this firefly kid may like the attention. With family card being here, they're going to be very sweet. I'm telling you, they're going to be very family oriented. They're going to be, with the gift of healing and a gift of giving, this kid here with Omo being present, their spiritual gifts is going to be, they could probably communicate with, like, I'm telling you, they can communicate with the dead. Okay, they could just see things that other people can't see. They're an oracle of some sort. Tell me more about the spiritual gifts of this firefly child. Silence. I'm telling you, this kid is, I feel like their spiritual gifts could be, they could hear things that other people can't hear, they can see things they can't hear, and I feel like they may be even inclined to do things with music. Okay, so they may, this kid can be very emotional when they listen to music, okay? As they get older, they're going to want to be by themselves, and that's going to be something that shocks you, because although this kid right here, this buffalo child, they were out the gate like, leave me alone, I want to do my own thing. No, I don't want you to show me how to do it. I want to do it myself. I want to draw by myself. I want to do it by myself. I want to hold my own bottle. I want to walk by myself. I want to do things of my nature. This kid is going to have, like, a late start when it comes to that, but when they do go through their teenage phase, they're not going to want to be bothered, okay? But this kid is going to be someone that I feel like they're going to be really inclined to do things with music, okay, and they're really going to do really good at shadow work. This kid here is very much so a healer, but once they're a teenager, it's going to be very hard for them to deal with this energy, because when they're around other people who are not necessarily in alignment like they are, they might find themselves feeling a little bit depleted. So I'm getting really big empath energy with both of your children. Yeah, and with they may have, like, with sorcery, revolution, this kid here, they have lots of spiritual gifts. Both of your kids are very spiritual, very enlightened, very intelligent children, and they're just going to have gifts that you, like, they're going to just know things that you don't know how. This kid here, this firefly kid, they may remember, like, life before they were born. Like, they may be able to, like, recall what it was like being in your stomach. They're literally like like something different. With the firefly, they're like a shooting star, like a wish, a dream come true. Okay, this is like they are going to be a lot of people's life support. A lot of people go, you're going to feel like this kid here. I'm not going to say you have favoritism, because I feel like this kid here, they're both going to spit different pieces, but this kid represented the key, and this kid made unconditional love revolution. I feel like both of them are going to come at a time when you need love and you need that. They're going to give you something. Like, they're coming with a gift. They both have powers, I'm telling you. Okay, so tell me more about the personality, okay, of these children, and then we're going to move to the next pal. For my buffalo child, what is the personality of this buffalo child? Tell me more about the buffalo child and their personality. I heard miraculous. Oh, this card showed up. So power. This is definitely a girl, and they're the oldest, okay? This child is going to be very poetic. They're going to love books, okay? They're going to be the one that speaks up for the people that aren't spoken up against, and they're going to be someone that they speak. I'm telling you, they're very strong-willed. I got that in initially when I picked up you guys' card. This person, this child, this buffalo child, they could really throw tantrums, okay? I'm getting that they can throw a tantrum, but let this kid express themselves, because that is going to be their superpower as they get older. They are going to be an advocate for people who cannot defend themselves. This is like your philanthropist type of child. This is a huge, like, humanitarian, okay? Their personality is going to be to stick up for others. They're going to be the one that kind of goes on, like, don't be mean to people. They're going to be the one that's cool with everybody. They're very likable, very attractive, and I feel like this kid's going to be very good in English, language, arts, things of nature, history, okay? I feel like this kid's going to also have, like, they could scream a lot as they're, like, infants, like, when they're babies, they could be very loud, or this kid could be someone that projects their voice very loud, but they may grow up to be, like, a preacher or, like, a speaker, or they could be into social work or something as they get older. They could be a teacher of some sort, but this kid, they don't play. I'm just gonna say that they don't play with you. They don't play with nobody. They hold everybody to the same standard that they hold themselves, and they put themselves on the pedestal. Okay, so that's their personality. They're just a boss, and they know it. Okay, well, they may, as they get older, they are going to be, they may be, I feel like both of your kids could be sexually explorative, but I feel like this child here is going to, they may lose their virginity very early, okay, but they have a lot of self-love. I do feel like this child here is going to be particular individuals. Buffalo child is going, as they get older in life, you are going to see them with lots of partners, but they're not going to have a problem with dumping someone, no matter how good they look on paper, if they feel like that person isn't appreciating them. I do feel like this child here is going to be someone that can't be, they may be a commitment phobe, okay? They could be someone that has a lot of boyfriends, girlfriends, but you may not see this child get married, or maybe a while before this person gets married, because they really do enjoy their own company. They really do, are very happy with themselves. They love themselves, and honestly, they may feel like that it's just too much for them to look, for one person to love on. Okay, and I'm not mad at them. I feel like this Buffalo kid, they just know who the fuck they are, and in that way, I feel like this kid is going to inspire so many. Okay, with inspiration that came out, this kid is going to inspire so many because they're just very confident, and nobody can shake them. They're very strong-willed, very talented, very groundbreaking child. All these people here that showed up, the Salt and Pepper, Lizzo, and Sister Soldier, this kid is a superstar. You may give this kid like a very unique name. You may feel called to give them a name like G. They're very versatile. I'm telling you, this child is going to have like, you may give them like a stage name at birth, because you just have our inner knowing this kid is going to be someone. Like, this kid, they already are someone. They're coming as a star, and they're like a gift to earth, okay? Like, Lizzo is such an inspiration to so many people, not just big, especially the big girls, but just women in general. Fuck the haters, okay? They're very inspirational. They speak up, and they're very talented, and I feel like both of your kids are going to be very, I'm getting like Native American roots. You could be someone who has like Native American heritage down the line, because I'm getting very like heavily with this first child especially. Energy, like they may be, if they are fussy as an infant, try playing flute music, and they can be something that calms them down. I feel like they love music, they can dance, they just walk to the beat of their own drum. They're going to be really good at writing and speaking up for themselves, and I just feel like this child is going to be someone that, again, they could be someone, I feel like they're kind of going to be, for a lot of you, this kid could just not, they could feel like boys are icky for a very, very long time until they get older, and if a boy ain't spending money, they're not interested. With the Queen of Pentacles, they're going to be someone that's going to grow up, and they're going to have their own business. They're going to be a CEO. They're the front line of something. They're never the back. They never play the black. They never play the back, ever. They're always in the front and center. That's that type of child's personality. Now, tell me more about this Firefly and their personality. Tell me about this Firefly. Oh, please, my nose is going crazy. Your kids could have allergies. Tell me about this Firefly child and their personality. Peace. They're so sweet. I'm telling you, this kid is so sweet. They're so kind. They're so loving. They're gonna like grab your face and give you kisses. Lamoni love. They're just full of love. They're very compassionate. I almost said computer. This kid can like to play on the computer. Okay, we have spirituality. I told you guys this kid is gonna have a lot of gifts. I can't make it up. Your child is gonna be very shamanic. They're going to be very eccentric, very quirky, very weird, and they're going to allow other people to be themselves. Like, people are going to feel so comfortable with your child, okay? So comfortable. This kid may give you the most grandbabies, where I feel like this one may not. They may have like 1 or 2 kids when they get older enough to have kids, but this Firefly child, they may have a few kids, okay? And with the truth, they're very honest. I feel like your kids, you may really not like liars, okay? I feel like this kid is going to be very funny. I'm telling you, they're going to be very intuitive, okay? I told you with this Janelle Monáe, I'm getting an energy, this person, this child here, they may be one gender, but they may identify more with the other, or they may just find themselves just not wanting to be labeled, and that's what makes them them. They're very much so out of the box. Very unique, very beautiful children. So I'm very happy for you guys. They're very ambitious. Okay, so that's going to be our reading. I love you guys. Send the money back and around. So if you guys already have these children, please let me know how it resonates down below. Okay, but I'm excited for you guys. These kids, I would love to meet them. Okay, so talk to you guys later. Bye.
I don't feel sorry for you, 'cause you had a good one. I don't feel sorry for you, 'cause you had a good one. But you didn't want it, and you didn't take it, so now.
This will be a reading. Okay, so it looks like that you guys might have, there's potential for you to have up to 4 children, and these came out like all at once. So you guys, I feel like you guys are going to have 4 kids, and maybe back to back, okay? I feel like it's been a long time coming. This is also my pal. I don't have kids either, but I've always said that I want to have a bunch of kids, and this is my pal, so it's interesting. So I'm getting an interest. You guys may have a similar story. Like, maybe you guys haven't had kids, maybe you don't have kids, and it's like, wow, 4 kids. But yeah, maybe that's your story. Maybe you can identify with it, or there's an energy. Maybe you have some, and then you guys have potential to have others. Some of you guys I do feel like for a lot of you guys will have 4. Like with some of the third pal I was getting, they have 2 for sure they will have, but there's potential for them to have 4. I feel like for you guys, you will definitely have 4 kids in this lifetime. Like, it's without a shadow of a doubt. I'm really more so getting an energy of like 2 girls, 2 boys, okay? And I feel like your girls are going to be spread apart. I feel like your firstborn child is going to be a girl, okay? I feel like this child may be a water sign, and I do feel like they may be very emotional, okay? I feel like your secondborn child, I'm getting an energy, they may have mediumship abilities as well. This is going to be a boy, I feel. We'll see. I'll put more cards to clarify, but I'm just getting 2 boys and 2 girls, okay? I feel like your children in general, with this oyster child, I feel like they're going to be the type to, they're going to have difficulty expressing themselves, okay? And I do feel like this kid is going to be very much so an empath, okay? I feel like this kid is going to be very clingy. They may still sleep in the bed with you guys, like, well into age. Okay, I feel like this kid is going to be, like, they're the oyster that's the pearl inside, so they're very sweet. They're going to be someone, they're going to be very spoiled. I feel like you're going to spoil this first child. Whereas with the second child, I feel like they may be an air sign. This first child may be a water sign. The second child may be an air sign. And I feel like this kid is going to be very talented, very giving. And I feel like you're going to be wanting to spoil this kid, but they may want to be by themselves. They're going to be very independent. Now with this third child, this child here, I feel like this is going to be a boy. Okay, they may be part of the rainbow community, or this is going to be a kid that maybe a rainbow child. They may be born. I don't know why I feel like you may have potential to have twins. Okay, you may have twin boys. Okay, but I feel energy with this spider card that you may have complications with this spider pregnancy, but they'll come out and they'll be very strong, and they're going to be fighting. I feel like there's energy surrounding this child is going to be a fighter, so I don't know if they're going to be premature, but they're going to be very creative. I'm getting energy. All your kids are going to be creative in their own way. All of them. All your kids are going to be like, I don't know if you guys are destined for fame, but I just feel like that this third child is going to be, they're going to be good at making things with their hands. I feel like this crow is going to be good at maybe seeking talent or identifying talent. They're going to travel a lot in their life, and I feel like this golden egg child is going to be, they're going to be the child that stays at home the most. Okay, but this kid could be someone who, they're very sensitive. This baby is very sensitive. But I do feel like they have talents, but they may be someone that's very shy. They could have like insecurities. Okay, and I feel like that could be something that both of your daughters have. Okay, but we're gonna see. I want to see what the pregnancy might be like with both of these, with all of your children. Okay, so we're gonna see what is pregnancy going to be like with this oyster child for my pal 2 viewers. What is pregnancy going to be like with this oyster child for my pal 2 viewers? Okay, so we do have the truth. I do feel like that you guys are going to know immediately when you're pregnant. I do feel like that with this energy here, with you being pregnant, I do feel like you guys are going to be, what's 4 plus 3? Okay. 7. So I do feel like that you guys are going to be at a state, and like when you have this child, I do think that you're going to be kind of be by yourself, or you're going to want to be by yourself. I do feel like you're going to want to be, I feel like you're going to want to get your shit together. This child here is going to get you all the right. They're going to inspire you. I feel like you guys are going to be, you may change your diet or your hair. I feel like you're going to go through some sort of lifestyle change when you're pregnant with this kid, but I do feel like you're going to be very much so aware of a lot of things that this baby is doing. Okay, you may talk to this kid while you're pregnant. I feel like this kid could also share the same, like your due date could be around your birthday as well with this first child. I feel like with this oyster child in general, because who knows when these kids might come, honey. But I feel like with this oyster child, the way I'm reading it is this way and that way. So I'm just going to say if this is your first child, but they could be in any order. I feel like your pregnancy with this child, I feel like you're going to be very, very tired. And I also feel like you're going to have morning sickness really, really bad. Like, I'm going to be honest, I feel like you're going to be, you're going to have all the pregnancy symptoms with this baby. You're going to feel all the emotions, okay? But I also feel like that you may spot, I feel like that people may, like, you may get an inner knowing that you're pregnant, but you may go to the doctor, they may tell you you're not, and you know you're pregnant. It's like you just know that you're pregnant before anybody else can detect it. You just know, you feel this child coming. Tell me more about what pregnancy is going to be like with this oyster child. I want it on my card. What is pregnancy going to be like with this oyster child? Yeah, with fearless love, I do get the energy. This child is going to be made out of love. They may be made with the truth card I was getting, kind of, you may have this child with like a twin flame, okay? Or I feel like this kid is going to be a spirit baby that chose you for sure. With seasons, I feel like this child here is going to be a kid that I feel like you're going to be pregnant at a time when your season's going to change. You're going to be pregnant during different seasons. So you're going to be pregnant. I feel like that you guys may be pregnant, for example. You can be pregnant in winter and spring. You can be pregnant during spring and summer. Like, you're going to be pregnant throughout several seasons, okay? I'm also getting that you guys are going to be kind of resting a lot. So I'm not getting that you guys are going to work through this pregnancy. I'm not getting that you're going to be doing too much. I feel like that your spouse, whoever you're with, you're going to be very beautiful pregnant too. You're going to have a glow that is uncanny, okay? I feel like that you're going to be very, very beautiful. You're going to be very tired as well with this baby as well. So tell me more about the pregnancy with this crow child. Miracles. Okay, so again, this may be a rainbow baby. This could be a boy. For those of you who have lost a kid, this could be like the return of that child. This could also be an energy. I feel like, again, you're at home. I feel like you're not really, I feel that you are receiving a lot of gifts. I do feel like this is something that you asked for. So if you have a girl, you may get a boy. And you have, whatever the case may be, I feel like this is going to be a kid that you asked for. This is going to be something that you wanted. I feel like this baby's going to be planned with this crow child. I also feel like that you're going to be in a state where you're going to be financially off. I'm also getting energy. Your money is going to be good, and you're going to be at home. I'm not getting that you guys are going to be working through your pregnancy so far. I'm getting that you're going to be at home. So that may be, some of you guys may, for those of you who are women, your spouse may take care of you while you're pregnant, okay? Some of you guys could be at home parents. Some of you guys could, like, I'm getting an energy that this child here, while you're pregnant, you guys are going to be going to, like, maybe you're going to be drawn to go maybe read books about pregnancy or about parenthood, things of that nature. You're going to have a lot more experience as well. So this time around, it just seems like that you just know what you're doing. So, yeah, I'm getting an energy with this child here, with this pregnancy. I'm getting more so with alchemy. I do feel like you're going to snatch back from this baby very fast, okay? And I feel like although you may start this pregnancy off, like, sitting kind of at home or whatever, you may decide that you want to do more with 11. You may decide you want to start something different, start a business or something like that, or something, or maybe go back to school while you're pregnant. Clarify alchemy for me. Celestial alignment. It just feels like that you're just on top. Like, you asked for this. This is something that you wanted. Okay, this is a baby that you manifested. Okay, quite literally, you manifested this baby. Okay, and I do feel like this baby may be born in the springtime. Okay, I'm also getting an energy that with this child here, with this pregnancy, I don't feel like it's going to be hard. I feel like this is going to be an easier pregnancy than this first one with the oyster child. Now, tell me more about pregnancy with the spider child. Ethnic cores, again, it's going to be a breeze, okay? I do feel like your babies, I'm telling you, you're going to have these kids back to back. Look, you're going to have, like, toddlers, and you're going to be pregnant again. So at this point, it's going to feel like that, okay, people may, this does feel like family photos. I feel like you're going to take maternity photos with your kids. I'm also going to get energy that this is going to be something that you take like a champ, okay? This pregnancy is going to be, you're going to be very beautiful too. Your kids are going to be very happy, okay, but they're going to be very young when you have this pregnancy. So I'm getting an energy that you're going to have kids back to back. Okay, you release these first three. This last one may be a little ways from these first three, but these first three kids are going to be back to back. Tell me more about pregnancy with the spider child, what it's going to be like. Surrender. I do feel like that you may be still breastfeeding some of your kids, or one of your kids, or you're going to be very happy to have this kid. I feel like you're going to love being pregnant, which is why you're going to have with the 444. I feel like, again, you're going to be at home with this baby, resting, feeling very good. You're going to be someone that, you're going to look very beautiful pregnant, very, very beautiful. I do feel like you're going to be pregnant with this baby during the summertime. Both of the summertime for the spider child, summer and spring for this crow child, and I feel like you're going to go through different seasons with this oyster child. Okay, but that's going to be the hardest pregnancy for you, if I'm being honest. This oyster child is going to give you a run for your money. Okay, I feel like you're going to be very nauseous, okay? Because even she's lying down and she's like looking at this water. I feel like that's going to be you looking over like, oh my God, when am I going to stop? I feel like first trimester is going to be a bitch with that oyster child, but the other ones, they're going to be a breeze. I just feel like the second and third pregnancy, very easy for you or your baby mother. Now tell me more about your golden egg, like the golden egg child. Okay, this is going to be disruptive. Okay, you may with the storms card, I feel like this may be this kid may come out of the blue. I feel like all these children are planned except this golden egg child, but they are our blessing, sent from above. Okay, tell me more about pregnancy with this golden egg child. Okay, we have speak of. Oh, we have liberation. Okay, so I do feel like there's an energy surrounding with naked. You may find out that you're pregnant when you and your partner are kind of having like at odds with each other. I do feel like with this pregnancy here, there is you may decide that you don't want any more kids after this. Okay, I do feel like with I feel like with this baby here, I feel like you're gonna be born like this. You're gonna be pregnant during like the fall and winter with this baby. What else am I getting with this? There's gonna be a lot of people that want to like touch your belly with this pregnancy. It's gonna get on your nerves, okay? You're gonna be mean with this baby. You're gonna be mean while you're pregnant with this child. Very emotional. Okay, I feel like you're gonna be kind of cursing people out. You may even isolate yourself from people. You're not gonna be bothered with this baby. With all these other babies, I feel like you're gonna be very sweet, very happy. You're sleepy with the oyster child. You're gonna be very tired, very sleepy. With this crow child, you're gonna be happy. I see you like growing very fast. Like, you may try to hide this baby, but I feel like you're gonna be showing fairly early with this child. So you may take some time off from work. I feel like you're gonna be pregnant during when it's hot, so you're gonna be spending time at the house. I feel like you're gonna be wearing very comfortable, loose-fitting clothes. And then you're going to snap back after you have this baby very quickly, okay? I do feel like with this third child, with the spider energy, you're going to be happy that you're having a baby. You're not going to be sad because I feel like that your toddlers are going to be very independent and growing up and doing their own thing. So you're going to miss, like, your babies being little. You're going to be very happy. Okay, now with this storms child here, this is the golden egg baby, I feel that they are going to, they may take, like this may be a little girl, but you know how they say like girls take all your beauty, okay? I feel like this kid's going to make you very moody, okay? This baby here, you're going to be going off on people, okay? You're going to be very argumentative with this child while you're pregnant, okay? That's just why you're pregnant, okay? We'll see more about the energy, but I do feel like you're going to be irritated, okay? If it's either going to be winter or summer with this golden egg baby, winter or summer, either or. But I do feel like you're going to be wanting to be at the house, be by yourself, okay? You're going to be bothered. You may not want to have sex with this child. That could be what it is. Maybe that's why you're at odds. It just feels like, it's like, no, I don't want to fuck. It's like, don't touch me, I'm hot, I'm irritated. You may get heat flashes with this golden egg child, okay? Let's see. I'm going to get some physical descriptions about what this child may look like, and we'll talk about their personality, their spiritual gifts, and then we'll get into what your relationship will be like with these children as they get older, okay? So let me see. Describe this oyster child. Like, what might they look like? Okay. I'm getting brown skinned. Okay, brown skin. I'm also getting this kid is going to have like a longer torso. Okay, and large natural chest. Okay, so this kid, as they get older, something about the torso is going to be prominent. I was getting that here with this brown skin, the way it's boxed in. I'm just getting like energy surrounding the chest. So this could be, I'm getting the energy surrounding a girl. Already I'm getting this first child is going to be a girl. And I feel like that your breasts are going to get larger, and I feel like this kid's going to be best fit, and I feel like that this kid, as they get older, they could develop like very large breasts. Okay, describe this first child. Physical descriptions of this first child. Okay, and they're going to be very pretty. Very, very pretty with the oyster energy. They're going to be very pretty. Pretty feet. Yeah, pretty energy. They're going to be very beautiful. Very, very beautiful child. Okay, very soft like energy. I have highlighted hair. For those of you, I have a gray streak. So your kid may have like two-tone hair. The hair can be two different colors. They can have a gray streak like me or like whatever. I'm getting a larger forehead. We have Captain Hook. Okay, so for those of you who have a little boy, you're going to notice that I'm not necessarily getting it. I feel like this is a girl, but we'll see. But if this is a boy child, we'll see. I'm going to pull a card to see the gender. I'm getting girl, but if this is a boy, I feel like when you change this child's diaper, they're going to be very much so well endowed. Like this kid is going to be, I don't know, like they're going to look like a little man. But I feel like for those of you where I feel like strongly this is a girl energy, I'm getting this child is going to be very, very pretty. Very, 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 very pretty, and I feel like this kid is going to, with Captain Hook, I'm getting an energy, this kid is going to be someone, a showstopper. Like, people are going to stop and stare at your baby. Okay, we do have body shape, so again, I feel like this baby is going to grow up to be very, very beautiful. They're going to be a looker, for sure. They're going to be a looker. Tell me more about the looks of this crow child, okay? What is this crow child going to look like? That flew right out. Colored streak. So a lot of emphasis surrounding your kids having colored hair, okay? So your kids are going to have different two-tone hair. This kid could be, I feel like this kid is a reincarnation. This crow child, they've been here before. They're old soul for sure. Okay. Peabody. So again, this kid is, I'm getting strong energy surrounding taller. I feel like this kid is going to be taller with a larger chest, but I feel like it's going to be a little boy. Okay, we have bosses. So this kid is going to be like, they're going to have a very serious face. This card isn't supposed to be here, but I feel like their personality, they're going to be very authoritative, very serious. I was picking up on that with the crow energy anyway. They're going to be an overseer. They're going to be very bossy. They're going to be telling people what to do. They're going to tell you, like, I feel like they're going to say no very early when they're kids, okay? I do feel like they're going to look like your spouse and their other family. They're going to look like their other side of the family, okay? They're going to look a lot like your baby dad and his people, okay? They're going to look a lot like them. We do have black, okay? So this kid they could have darker complexion. They could be darker. They could be dark skin. I'm getting that with the crow as well. Describe the physical looks of this spider child, okay? I'm getting that this kid is going to have very long limbs. They can be tall. They have long legs and arms. But I'm getting like energy surrounding their butt being bigger. But let's see. Describe this kid. Oh. Okay, big booty. I said that. So this the spider child is going to have a bigger butt. Okay. We have colored eyes. They can have light complexion eyes. They're going to be very expressive. So I feel like their eyes are going to be very big, and they're going to have they're going to be very beautiful and big. And their lips are going to be very big as well, and they're going to have big beauty. Okay, okay. Their diaper is going to be full. Tell me more about this golden egg child and what they're going to look like. We're going to look at the genders in a second. We have so I'm getting that this child here is going to be they're going to have really they may have smaller eyes. Okay, I feel like this kid is going to have a really big smile, a really prominent smile. Their face could be wider. Okay, they can have a wider, like a more like flattened features. Okay. I'm also getting this kid is going to have curly hair. Okay, describe this golden egg child, what they're going to look like. We have natural nails. You're going to have to cut this baby's nails because they're going to scratch. Okay, they're going to scratch. Okay, lots of energy surrounding you. I feel like this baby here, you're going to put them down a lot. They're going to be a lot to handle. I feel like they're going to be very busy. Describe this child's look. We have big eyes. So a lot of your emphasis around your kids having really big, beautiful eyes. Okay, describe this golden egg child. What are they going to look like? Okay, we have unique birthmark. Okay, they're going to have a very unique birthmark. They are a unique child, so that's right on brand for them. One more card to describe this golden egg child. Their physical descriptions. Then we're going to see if the genders of your children. Okay, there's one more card to describe what they might look like. Let me know how it resonates. Describe how this golden egg child might look. Okay. Thick eyebrows, okay? Thick eyebrows on the bottom of the deck. We have fair skin. I was getting lighter complected. I feel like like this oyster child and then this golden egg child. This golden egg child is going to be like yellow, but this oyster child is going to be like very, very light skin, like pale. And I feel like this spider child is going to be medium complexion. They may be like caramel, but they could tan very dark. Whereas I feel like with this crow child, they're going to be dark skinned. Okay, now let me see the genders of these children. I'm getting 2 girls, 2 boys, but we'll see. Okay. So tell me about the gender of this oyster child. Are they a girl or a boy? Tell me about the gender of this oyster child. Oh, they're a looker. They're very pretty. They're a girl. They're a girl and they're very, very beautiful and they're very feminine as well. They're for sure a girl. I was picking up on that, and they're going to be very, like, they're strikingly beautiful. Okay, and I feel like this child is going to be very tall too. I feel like this kid is going to be a child that can, they may get mistaken as a boy, and that may frustrate you though. Like as an infant, and I feel like they're obviously going to be a girl. Like they're obviously a girl, but people may say, oh, he's so cute. And you're like, you don't see this pink ass blanket? Literally, the pink ass purple ass blanket is right on him. I was picking up on that for power one, but you know how people do. But clarify this crow child. Is this going to be a boy or a girl? I'm getting boy, but let's see. Yep, it's a boy. Yep, it's a boy. Second child is a boy. He might be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This first child could be a water sign or an air sign. The oyster child could be an air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I'm getting Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or Aries, Leo, Sagittarius for this crow child. Okay, but they're a boy for sure. They're a boy, and they're very attractive. They're very cute little boy. Okay. And they're going to grow up to be a very handsome man. I do feel like this girl here is going to be really into makeup. This oyster child is going to be really into makeup, and they're going to be very beautiful. But they may not see their beauty. They're very sensitive, but they're going to be very beautiful, but they may not see their beauty, okay? They may feel like because you guys are family or you guys are being nice to them, because they're going to hear that they're pretty a lot, but they're going to be so pretty that they're going to be picked on in school. So make sure that you instill confidence in this oyster child because they're very beautiful, like strikingly beautiful, okay? I feel like they're going to look a lot like you. Like very much so like you, or like the mother. They're gonna look identical to the mother, whether you're the mom or not. Clarify this spider child, boy or girl. Okay. Okay. Boy or girl. Could be a Libra. This child may decide they want to be non-binary. I feel like they're gonna be very pretty, very cute. Very cute child, okay? I was picking up on that earlier when I see all those rainbow colors. This kid may be part of the rainbow community. They may be gay, okay? But I'm getting this child is going to be a boy, okay? They may be a Taurus, okay? Their signs could be Taurus, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or Libra, okay? Gemini. This kid is going to look a lot like their dad, though. Okay, so tell me more about this golden egg kid. So we do have 2 boys, 1 girl. We're going to see the last gender, okay, of this golden egg child. What is going to be the gender of this golden egg child? And they are a girl. So I was picking up on that, 2 girls, 2 boys, and exactly that. And this kid is going to be very beautiful. This golden egg child is going to be so beautiful. The Queen of Wands. Be very, very, very beautiful. The Queen of Wands is known for her beauty, okay? And they are going to look a lot like you as well, or the mother. Okay, a lot like the mother. So we're going to get more about their spiritual gifts, okay? So we're going to see, like, what are their gifts and contributions to the world and society, okay? So I'm going to touch upon this. We're going to be using the Metaphysical Cannibals Oracle deck for this. So for the oyster child, what are going to be their spiritual gifts, okay? Ooh, that came right on out. It's a lot. We have transformation. We have peace. They're very... they're a healer, but I also feel like this kid is going to have mediumship abilities, and I also feel like this kid is going to, they may have shape-shifting abilities. This kid here, they're going to go through different, they could, I'm getting shape-shifting abilities, I'm being honest, but they could also communicate with the animal kingdom. They're very tapped in. With the oyster card, they could be connected, their head or Risha could be Yamaya. Okay, with peace, they're very kind, they're very sweet, they're a looker for sure. Okay, they could have either a connection to Yamaya or Oshun. Okay, with balance, that came out with wizard here. They could be their candle magic is they're going to be really good at that. If you teach your kids magic, or if you decide to, they're naturally going to be able to teach this kid the power of their tongue. So I feel like this kid is going to be very creative, and they're going to be able to manifest very, very easily, like in their sleep. I also feel like this kid is going to be a peacemaker, very much so a healer. They could be really good. They're going to require spiritual baths a lot, because I do feel like this kid is going to be an empath for sure. They're an empath. That's this kid's gift. They're an empath, and they're also justice, freedom fighters. They're very much so advocates for the public, okay? So they're very much so Iku. I feel like this kid here is going to be a leader, a natural-born leader, an empath, and a humanitarian. So tell me about this crow child and their spiritual gifts. Just go. This kid is going to be naturally drawn to, like, they may be able to find, you may be driving past, like, the woods somewhere, and you're like, oh, there's a girl over there. There's a boy over there, and then you'll find out like somebody their body was found over there. They're naturally just going to be able to find things. They're claircognizant. They're just going to know things. They'll walk in meditation. They're going to be a kid that is very in tune with the earth. They're just naturally. I'm telling you, they've been here before. They may be very good at finding things or locating things with vision. They just have a natural gift of sight. Period. They have a gift of sight. Okay. And this kid here, I feel like they have mediumship abilities as well. We have metaverse. Like these two firstborn kids, these first and second kid, they're going to be very much so into manifestation. You may be somebody that's into like ritual work and things of that nature, and your kids off the fucking chain when it comes to it. In resurrection, there we go. You might y'all right there. I feel like this kid here is going to be good at. They could be a healer. They could be good at changing situations for their favor. I feel like this kid's going to be a divine manifester for sure. For a lot of you guys, they could be. They could very well. I'm getting that this kid is a reincarnation or something. They're going to look a lot like somebody in their family like I feel like their family, they're going to be a reincarnation of someone. Okay, with their spiritual gifts, they're just going to know. They're just going to have an inner knowing of things. What is this card that flew out? And Soul Magic. I'm telling you, this kid's going to be by their fucking self. I said that earlier, that you're going to be so used to spoiling these kids. All these other kids are going to be so clingy. Not this one. Not this one. They do better when they're by themselves. They're gonna benefit a lot from like long walks. If they're fussy, take this child for a walk, okay? As infants, like take them outside. They're gonna love to be outside, okay? And they're gonna be really good at. They're just gonna naturally know things. They're gonna be very intelligent. Now, tell me about the spiritual gifts for this spider child, okay? Okay, so they may be good with like herbs. They may be into like cooking and things of that nature. I also feel like this kid is going to just know when babies are going to be born. They're going to know when the good time to do things. They're just going to have like an inner gut feeling. They're going to be with Nana Burkhuth. I feel like this kid here, they're going to be they may have an old soul, and I also feel like this kid could be into dance. They could do like I don't know why I'm getting energy surrounding like spiritual possessions and like they could like. I feel like this kid could astral project. That's what I'm getting with this child. This spider child, they could astral project, and I feel like they see things or they experience things or they know when things are going to happen. They may be a psychic of some sort with acting spirit. I feel like this kid here, as they get older, they may decide that they want to self-medicate with like cannabis and things of that nature. But I do feel like this kid is going to have some sort of mediumship abilities as well as this other child, this crow spirit child. But I feel like this kid here is going to be able, I'm telling you, this kid, they may get into... whatever they do, when they get older, I feel like they're going to have a career in spirituality, this particular child. They're going to have, I feel like their spiritual gifts is going to be involving, like, summoning energies or spirits, or they just maybe, like, they may have, like, imaginary friends with the spider child that are actual, like, deities, okay? So they're just going to be very connected to a spirit, okay? I feel like they can astral project, and they have healing abilities as well. They're a natural born healer. Okay, so they can probably see auras and things of that nature as well. So tell me about this golden egg child and their spiritual gifts and abilities for my childhood viewers. Okay, so with initiation, I do feel like this kid here is going to be a particular child that they could get into Ifa. Okay, you may be going through some type of transition like that, or this kid here, they're going to be a psychic. I'm getting a psychic here, and they could also be a child that could they could be into, like, as they get older, they could decide they want to do midwife or something like that. Possible careers for this child. They could be someone who was into Ifa. They could be an Ifa priest, okay, or they could be a midwife. They could help deliver babies. They could be, I feel like they're going to naturally know, they're going to be able to spot out other people that are like them. That's going to be their gift and ability. With Starseed, they're out of this world. They're very unique. I also feel like this child here is going to be, how do I say this? This is a child that is a divine being. I do feel like in the conception of this child, this is going to be somebody, I feel like there may have been a spirit that intervened. I don't know how to explain this in a way that you guys are going to understand without it sounding too woozy, but kind of like how the story of Christ, and we have that Mother Mary popped up pregnant, and it wasn't by Joseph, it was by God. It's going to be something like that. I mean, I'm not saying she's going to be popped pregnant with no, whatever the case may be, with no baby daddy, but I'm just getting an energy. This kid's going to be very spiritual. They're going to be like, they are like an oracle. They are a start seed. They're just going to, like, what's their spiritual gifts? All of them. Like, they're just going to have lots of gifts. With the golden egg, they're going to have several spiritual gifts. And I feel like they're going to exude it. They're going to look different than all of your children. They're going to behave different. And they may stay at the home longer than you, longer than the other children. So they may, like, if you guys are very spiritual, which I feel like you are, this kid is going to inherit all of your gifts and then some. They're going to be the one that carries your tradition, okay, as well. With Silent Retreat, I feel like this kid is going to be a child that has a very strong connection with music. They could be a kid that can sing as well. Give me one more card about the spiritual gifts of this golden egg child. What are the spiritual gifts of this golden egg child? Okay, we have two. I feel nature. They're going to feel very calm, very drawn to nature. I also feel like this kid here is going to, with associate. I feel like this kid is going to be a natural defender of other people. I feel like none of your kids are really going to have a hard time speaking up for themselves or other people with autonomy. I feel like this kid is going to be able to, like, that magic is within them and beyond. I'm telling you, this kid, like, they have so much spiritual protection around them, and they may literally be able to see angels and things of that nature. Like, what don't they have a gift as? With Easton here, I feel like this kid here, they have, this is more so like, they may have, their Orisha could be Ishu, okay, or they could have, like, they have a very strong connection with, like, archangels and things of that nature. But I do feel like watch this child, because I do feel like that they are a spiritual being. They have a divine purpose, but there are going to be a lot of, like, spirits and entities that try to, like, cling or bother this person or irritate this child. Okay, because they are divine. They're a vessel. All your kids have a divine purpose. All of them are very, very spiritual. But this last born child, this golden egg child, they are going to inherit, like, all of the spiritual gifts. Like, they may be, I feel like by the time you have this kid, it may be later in life, this kid is going to be just off the charts. Like, they may acknowledge your spiritual gifts before. I feel like these other kids, they're going to be born into, I feel like this first and this last born child, cold-blooded when it comes to, like, mediumship abilities. But this last born child, they may I feel like this kid is going to wear crystals. They may decide they want to lock their hair as they get older. They're going to have a lot of, like, they may travel a lot as well as they get older once you pass away. But I feel like they're going to spend a lot of time at the house until then. This kid here is going to be very sensitive, very much so an empath, and they're going to be healed. I feel like this crow child here, they're going to be the masculine version of this golden egg child. I feel like this here, all your kids are spiritual, really. All your kids are spiritual. All of them have very, like, like, important gifts. This golden egg child is just going to have, like, they may have certain people that they are just meant to meet, that they are meant to, like, do certain things with. They have, I don't know what it is. We'll see. Let me see. No, I don't think they want me to know. I do feel like this kid here, this child is going to be able to connect with you once you pass away. Oh, there's tarot cards. Yes! This kid is going to be reading tarot. You see, like, the drum back there? I'm telling you, they have, like, what can't they do? You know, I feel like this kid is an empath. They're a spirit teacher and a philanthropist. This kid is, like, really into mediumship and things of that nature. Like, they can communicate with the dead. This kid here they have, like, very strong connections with deities and things of that nature. And this child right here, this golden egg, they have all of those gifts, all of them. Okay, so I want to see more about their personality. We're gonna pull these from the Queens of Hip Hop Oracle deck. So tell me about the personality of this oyster child. Tell me about the personality of this oyster child. Courage, very brave. I was picking up on that earlier. I feel like this kid is going to be very sensitive, though. They're sensitive, but they pop off at the mouth. I feel like this kid here, they're going to have best friends that they ride or die for, but they might find that their friends are not as, like, they're jealous of them. Their friends are going to be jealous of them. I'm going to be honest. They are going to be the type to lay thy hands on people because they're sensitive. I'm going to be honest. They're sensitive, but they have a switch. They could be a Gemini. I'm going to be honest. They could very well be a Gemini. Or they want your spouse or their dad could be a Gemini. But this kid here, daddy's girl, they are going to get married in their lifetime. But they are going to be the type of kid where they're not going to want to do so much arguing. They want to put their hands on people. So they're going to put their hands on some people. Like, I'm telling you, like, this is going to be your fighter. This is going to be a kid. They might even fight you. And they're not scared. I also feel like this is going to be the kid that kind of, like, they're going to also be, they're going to remind you things. I'm here and give me a run for my money. There's no one there, nobody above me. This kid here is going to be very much so argumentative. When they get older, you're going to kind of have a difficulty with this kid because they're going to think they're growing as you. But I feel like this kid is going to be very strong-willed, okay? They have a very strong personality. They're going to be I feel like they're going to get taller than you. They're going to grow up to be taller than you. But this particular kid here, they're going to have a lot of masculine energy about them. They showed up as the Queen of Swords. So yes, they're beautiful. Yes, they're intelligent. They're very unique. They know these things. But they're very strong-willed and intimidating to a lot of people. A lot of people can't handle a bad bitch, honestly. With MC Light, they're just very talented. They're just cool like that. They're very much so cool. They're going to be very popular as well. They're going to get along with a lot of people. But I feel like a lot of people, the few people that don't like them, they're going to still know they can't come to them a certain type of way. Like, even their enemies are going to know that they can't, like, step to them. So you're not going to have to worry about this kid too much. I do feel like that they're going to know that people are going to be jealous of them very early on, but I do feel like this kid here, I'm hearing I look too good to be, I'm conceited, I got a reason. Yeah, they may go through a stage where they're going to be bullied early on when they're young, but I do feel like that you're going to help them work through these things and just, figure out and discover that pearl within them, and they're going to be very talented. And I feel like a lot of people are going to come to them for advice. They're going to be like the leader of the group. And I also feel like they're not going to play with these other ones. They're going to help keep these kids in line. they're going to take that big sister role with pride, okay? And they're not going to play. They're going to be very no-nonsense, and they're going to be a natural-born leader by birth. So tell me about this crow child, their personality. Vision. I'm telling you this. And they look, an angel. This kid is very unique. They also can be fucked with. They can be expressing another Gemini energy. So your children can be Geminis, but with this right here, they are going to be that type of child that wants to be by themselves. Like how Left Eye went off on vacation to kind of just get in touch with like the world and things of that nature. I do feel like this kid here is just 1 in a million. I don't want to speak anything negative on your children, so I'm not going to mention anything bad, but I just feel like this kid here is just going to be a star, a natural born star. They're going to be loved and admired, okay? This could be a reincarnation, or they could be an energy. Well, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say anything negative. I just feel like their personality is going to be, they can have a very unique voice as well. They may be, they are a young man, but I feel like their voice may be a little bit higher, okay? Their voice is going to be very unique, okay? Very unique voice, okay? Tell me more about the personality of this person. They're going to be temperamental, very, for their mother, they're not going to allow when people talking about their mother. I feel like their mother's going to be very beautiful, very attractive, and they're going to whoop some ass when people talk about their mom, okay? Okay, so tell me more about the personality of this crow child. Oh, wait. Tell me about the personality of this crow child. Oh, wait. Y'all are going to have these kids very soon because I'm already feeling nauseous. Defiance. Yeah, kind of like they do their own thing. They cannot be put in a box. This child needs independence. They're going to be kind of... These two kids, your first two children, are going to get into it with each other. They could like, I feel like this kid is going to like hot sauce or hot dogs. Okay. I don't know why I feel like this kid... I'm getting like a hot link type vibe. I don't know. Peppers. You may eat a lot of peppers when you're pregnant with this child. Very bold personality. Excuse me. I'm sorry. They are going to be someone who's unique, and they're not going to apologize for it. I know I'm having the hiccups. I'm just trying to work through them. Excuse me. Let me drink some water. Okay. Personality of this, excuse me, the spider child. What is the personality of the spider child? Very sweet. Very sweet. They're going to have a loud voice, though. Very, like, I feel like this kid's going to be very nice, very kind, very sweet. Very nurturing. They're kind of going to go with the flow. Like, this kid here, you could easily, like, forget about, kind of, like, in a sense to where I don't feel like this child will be problematic at all. Personality-wise, I feel like this kid here, excuse me, you're going to find this child to be the mediator when all the siblings are into it. This kid here is going to be the one to tell you what's going on. They're definitely going to be the snitch here of all your kids. They're going to be the one to tell you when kids are acting up, especially this one right here. And this one's going to be irritating. This kid can have light eyes here. Tell me about the personality of the spider child. Okay, so I do feel like this kid here is going to be, how do I say this? Promiscuous as they get older, so just expect that. I'm getting an energy surround. They may be some kids that is kind of flies under radar, but they do have a sneaky streak, but they do, they kind of tell on themselves and other people, okay? I'm also getting an energy. I kind of how like Salt and Pepper's looking like you. This kid here is going to try to do things that you have already done. You're going to see a lot of yourself in this child, this spider child. I feel like they try to be sneaky, but you've already done all the things they think that they're going to do. So I feel like you and this kid are going to have like a lot of conversations. But with this spider card, I do feel like they're trying to create illusions. Okay, they could be a gaslighter for sure. But I'm not necessarily feeling like you're going to have problems with this kid because I feel like you've been this kid. I feel like you were the kid that by the time your parents caught you doing something, you had already got away with it like 7 times. And you could expect that with this kid, but I'm not necessarily getting like... I don't feel like they're going to be doing bad things. I just feel like this kid is going to be boy crazy or girl crazy at a very young age. So just allow this kid to have their freedom so that they don't have to sneak, because they're going to do what they want to do anyway. Okay? Tell me about the personality of this golden egg child. Very mature for their age, okay? Very mature for their age. They may grow up to be a lesbian, okay? Doesn't have to be. Respect. I do feel like this kid here is going to be a child that is going to want to cover up, okay? They're going to be isolating themselves with healing. I'm telling you, didn't I say they was going to want to wear crystals? And look what's on Mary J. Blige's neck. They're going to kind of give off this old soul vibe, too, like this auntie energy. And with Janae Aiko on the bottom of the deck, come on now, they're just going to naturally be like a healer, okay? Very talented. They may be a singer, okay? Specifically a singer rather than a rapper. Okay, excuse me. So sorry, I got to hear me with the hiccups. Let me see what your relationship will be like with all of these kids. I did not pull this for the first pal, but I feel like it was self-explanatory. I feel like I think I already touched on it without pulling the card. Then I'm going to pull something for you guys. Excuse me. What will my viewers' relationship be like with this oyster child? My pal 2 viewers, what would their relationship be like with this oyster child? Okay. I do feel like that this kid here, I do think that you should try not to be so hard on this kid. Okay, because this kid here is going to be, I do feel like that you may be trying not to be too strict on this child, because I do feel like this kid here is going to be into a lot of stuff. You could be at the height of your career. This kid could be very clingy, like I said. I feel like he's going to be very clingy, but as they get older, they may do things to get under your skin on purpose. Like, I'm getting an energy like that. Like, this kid is going to be very, like, they may feel like because there's so many other kids that came after them, they could do things for attention. Honestly, I feel like this kid's going to do things for attention. What is Pal 2's relationship? Yeah, with, they could leave the house early, too. For this kid here, I feel like this child is going to be, they could be very, they think they know. I'm just going to be honest. Like, you're going to try to advise this kid one thing, and they want to deliberately do the opposite of whatever you tell them to do. And I do feel like you guys are going to, this is going to go from, like, being your baby to being, like, you know what? Going on. Like, I feel like you're going to have to let this kid, like, leave the nest at a certain point and figure out what the world is about. And with the Hierophant here, I do feel like this kid may come back and after figured out what the word is back, and then y'all relationship may get better. But I just do feel like once this child gets older, y'all may bump heads a little bit. Teenage years, I feel like they're going to be a little asshole. Hold on. Sorry. Okay, so what is Pal 2's relationship going to be like with this crow child? Excuse me, I'm so sorry. What is Pal 2's relationship going to be like with this crow child? Okay, very good, very good. Okay, I feel like this kid here is going to, like, they're going to impress you a lot, okay? This kid here is going to make you very proud, okay? They're going to really make you proud. Excuse me. Clarify the crow child, about your relationship, Pal 2's relationship with this crow child. All your kids, Queen of Cups, you're going to very much so love them in a death card in reverse. It's going to be very, very hard for you to let this kid, like, do their own thing, but they're going to make you very much so proud, and you're going to mature and learn a lot from this kid, too. You're going to learn a lot from them, and I also feel like, again, there's a lot of energy surrounding, oh my God, you've grown up too fast. You're going to feel like this kid grew up too fast, okay? Very, very spoiled, okay? Kid can do no wrong, okay? They may be, like, I feel like you're going to love this kid a lot. All of your kids you're going to love, but this oyster kid, I feel like your relationship with them, they may be a daddy's girl. Honestly, I feel like they're going to be a daddy's girl. This one right here, mama's boy. For sure. Now, with the spider kid, what is Pal 2's relationship going to be like with this spider child? 4 swords of verse. You feel like they're sneaky. Okay? But you feel like this kid is going to make you reflect. Again, see how she has all, it's like the magician would. She has all those elements on her hands. This kid here is going to remind you a lot of yourself. And then with 3 here, it's 4 swords, and she has 3 swords in her hair. That's giving me this kid here is going to, I feel like you're going to have to discipline this kid, but you're not going to want to, okay? You're not going to want to discipline this kid. Lots of rainbow imagery, too. This kid here could do things for attention. I feel like this kid could be very much so be fighting with their sexuality. This kid could be gay, okay, or homosexual. Emperor here, I feel like, again, you're going to see a lot of yourself in this child here. They're going to be very strong-willed. I do feel like you're going to have a good relationship with this kid, but you're just going to have to watch them, okay? Because, again, you can very easily forget it them and whatever the case may be. But, again, watch them. Because when it's too quiet, they're into some shit. I'm telling you. And this kid here, they put themselves in situations and they come back running to mama. Mommy, fix it, okay? Mommy, help, okay? That type of energy. But they're going to be a mama's boy as well, okay? You're going to have to watch this kid, though. Because they can get themselves in some trouble because they want to be independent like their other brother, but they're not. they need more help, okay? They need more support. Okay, Claire, but they're going to do a lot for attention. Both of these kids, your firstborn and your thirdborn child, they're going to be doing a lot for attention. This second child, they're going to get your attention without trying, though. Tell me more about the relationship that you're going to have with your last child, this golden egg child for Patu. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Y'all got the hiccups. What is Patu's relationship going to be like with this golden egg child? Three of Pentacles, this kid is going to be very much like, I feel like you're going to be, I'm telling you, going to be older in age when you have this kid. And y'all are going to get along very well with the Two of Swords here. It may be something, you might have a connection where it may venture off into like this is going to be like your best friend. You may struggle to like discipline or like be, like serious with this kid. I feel like y'all are going to have like a friendship. And people may not agree with that. People may feel like, like you let this kid get away with whatever, or whatever the case may be. But you guys are going to have a really good friendship, okay? And also, it's going to be very concerning to you because you might be this child's best friend. And you may want this kid to, like, leave the nest and do more things with their life and stuff. But they just find themselves, like, again, they're very much so stuck to you. I'm getting an energy where here they don't want to leave the nest. They're a mama's girl. For sure. Okay, so what type of mother or father would my viewers be? About to. What mother or father would my viewers be? Knight of Wands, you're going to be fun, okay? You're going to inspire your kids. Queen of Pentacles, your kids are going to look up to you a lot. They're going to respect you, but they're also going to like you. With the World card reverse, you're going to be breaking generational curses. You're going to see a lot of yourself in these kids, and I feel like that a lot of your kids, all of your kids are going to come back to you. They're not going to, like, you're not going to have a relationship where your kids, like, grow old and don't want to come back. Like, if anything, you're going to be telling your kids, okay, you're 24 now. Get the fuck out. It's time for you to go and experience life, okay? It's time for you to leave the nest. You're also going to be the hot mom or the hot dad. People are going to find you to be attractive as well, okay? But I'm also getting, your kids are going to be spoiled. They're going to have a better life than you did with your parents, and you can anticipate that. Like, your kids are going to have a better experience than you did as a child, and that's going to bring you a lot of happiness and fulfillment. But you're also, you see how she has a third eye, and with the Knight of Wands, I feel like you're going to be very young when you have these kids, and also you're going to always feel young. Like, you're going to have fun with your kids, but they're not going to be able to get anything past you. Why do I feel like y'all were wild-ass teenagers or kids? So your kids are just not going to be able to pull one over you because you've done it all, okay? So let me get off because I keep having hiccups. I love you guys. Moving back and around on social. This will be your reading. Bye.
Laid up, I just wanna see what you made up. Cup kinda tainted, tongue is body painting. Oh, memories, they kinda fading. Tell me what you want, can you face it? Oh, mood's always changing. I wonder where you take it.
What's up, How 3? Okay, so it's a new day. So I do feel like, with that being the energy for you guys new kids, I was also getting that you guys, it's kind of like undetermined how many kids you'll have. Some of you guys, you do have kids. I feel like that you might have 4 kids, or there's potential for you to have 4 kids in this lifetime if you want them. But if you are in a relationship or whatever the case may be, I do feel like that your children will have different fathers. I'm already getting that, or different mothers. Okay, I'm getting in the first relationship 2, and I'm getting like a little ways after that 2 more kids. Okay. Either give different fathers, or they're coming a way later time in life. Like some of you guys could have been in a relationship, and then maybe you get married, and then those other 2 kids come after that. Okay. Some of you guys like energy where you feel like, oh, I got 2, I'm not having no more. So you think, and then boop, 2 more come. Okay, so hold on. I'm also getting, some of you guys may have multiple sets of twins, but we're going to see. Okay, so I'm already getting, for those of you who chose this pile, what I'm getting right away is that your first, or this elephant child, I'm not going to know, I don't know which order. Whereas the other other piles, I feel like there was different orders. I feel like, honestly, I'm going to do the order differently, because I feel like this isn't the order of the children. I feel like this Cobra child will come first, okay? I think your second born will be the most mature. Yeah, I think it's like that. Only because I feel like your first child may come when you're at a very young age, and I feel like this child will be very spicy. Okay, I feel like this child could be a Cancer, they could be a fire sign, Taurus. Okay, but overall, I'm getting that this Cobra child is going to be a particular individual or a child that I think is, again, sassy, not necessarily saying feminine, but sassy in the sense to where they always have something to say. I do feel like they're going to, they may talk back, okay? But this, for me to get this, I feel like this would be a child that comes into your life when you're younger. So you may grow up with this particular individual, this kid. It does feel like this child here is going to add color to your life. They are also going to inspire you in many ways. Whereas I feel like the second child, they may come, I do feel like you're going to put on a lot of weight with this kid. I do feel like this child here is going to be, they may be, you may be older when you have the second child, or if this child is going to have like an old soul. I'm also getting this baby may come out really wrinkled when they're born, okay? But I'm getting an energy like this may be, I don't know, like either you or the person that you have kids with is like older in age. So, you know what they say when older people have kids, like the babies come out looking like older people, but I do feel like this child will look like an older person. They will have like a more mature face. And I feel like that all of your, like I feel like your first, or this Cobra child will look like they will look pretty young, but I feel like the rest of the kids may look older, okay? I'm getting that they have like a more mature or an adult face. Like, I might insert a picture of myself because I look exactly the same. I cannot stress enough how much I look exactly the same. I have my face now as an infant, so it doesn't necessarily mean anything negative, because I was very much so a cute baby. People would buy stuff for me all the fucking time, like stop in their cars and let me put some money on that baby chest, let me put some money in that baby diaper bag. So it's that type of energy, because I was just so cute. I look like a little woman, and that's gonna be like the energy with your other kids. Okay, I do feel like for a lot of you guys, you could stop at 2, but there is potential for you to have 4 if you desire so. Okay, I am getting with this big ears for the second child. I'm also getting that they may have like a gap, or their teeth may be like they may have dental problems down the line. Okay, this child, this elephant child, may at some point chip their tooth. I'm also getting this kid here is going to have like longer like toenails and nails. I feel like this kid could be a child. I've been getting that with all pals, but this elephant child will be the one I feel that may cut you accidentally. I also feel like this kid is going to sleep a lot. Like, I feel like this is going to be a sleepy baby. Like, this baby's going to always want to be in bed. For this horse child, though, I'm getting an energy. This kid will be, I feel like this kid will resent nap time, but they will need it because they will overexhaust themselves. I'm also getting this kid may be a little bit aggressive, a little bit argument, like fighty. Like, this kid will want to be by themselves, okay? But I feel like a lot of people will find this kid to be cute. They may have a very prominent nose. I'm also getting, like, beautiful eyes for all of your kids. I'm getting, like, that the octopus child is going to have smaller eyes, though. Like a big head, smaller eyes, and maybe tall and slender. But I feel like they're going to have, like, a larger forehead. Okay? And I'm also getting that they're going to kind of be a busybody. With this horse child, I feel like they're going to be a little bit aggressive, but they may be athletic, so it'll be great to put this child in sports. With this elephant child, I do think that they're kind of going to move their own pace. They may go through their milestones a little bit later than others, but I do feel like this kid may, this elephant child, it doesn't matter if they're the middle child, the first, second, third, or fourth born child. I do feel like they, sorry to spoil it, but I do feel that they may outlive the other children, because I just feel like this kid here, like we won't have to teach this child to eat their vegetables. Things in nature, like they're just so out the way. I just don't feel like they're going to be difficult at all. Not to say that your other kids are difficult. I just feel like they have very strong personalities and a very strong will. And this elephant child, they just kind of want to, I don't know, they want to be by themselves. They may find the other siblings that they have to be a little bit much. You guys may have a big personality, and I feel like this elephant child, they may be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They're kind of just going to be to themselves. lots of energy surrounding the triangles. I do feel like there's energy surrounding that these children here are going to be very intelligent. They are going to all have like they're going to be mature, and they're going to have old souls, and I feel like they may remind you of people that are no longer with you. Okay, so for a lot of you guys who may have lost parents, siblings, things of that nature, it could be like reincarnations with your children, especially these middle children that you have. So tell me about pregnancy with this Cobra child, what it'll be like for my my viewers to select this pal. Giving and receiving. I do feel like when you're pregnant with this Cobra child, maybe this is like the first grandbaby or something like that, or I don't know, the first granddaughter or something like that. It just feels like that when you're pregnant with this child, this baby will. I feel like people will be very generous with you. And I'm also going to get energy to this baby here. If you like press on your stomach, they'll kick back. You know, things of that nature. I also feel like that you're, whoever you decide to have, like the parent of this child, this Cobra child, their family is going to be very much so involved during your pregnancy. With Desire being here, you may be in school when you get pregnant with this child, but I'm also getting that your friends and things of that nature are going to be very much so involved with this pregnancy, okay? Some of you guys could have been drawn to another pal, okay? Ooh, okay. Hold on, give me a second. Alrighty. So I'm going to see what pregnancy will be like with this elephant child. Ugh, my hair is falling down. Okay, so I'm already getting it with this elephant kid that I think that you'll be a little... I think you'll be hot, irritated when you're pregnant with this baby. You may be pregnant during the summertime. I'm also getting that when you or the baby mother, taking how it resonates, is pregnant with this child. I'm getting an energy that... I guess it's going to be during the summertime. I feel like they're going to be pregnant during the summertime. They're going to be having hot flashes, and they may be very sleepy while pregnant. I'm also getting an energy with, I feel like with pregnancy with this baby, you may want to be by yourself, okay? Or you may feel by yourself with this pregnancy. I feel like the baby father with this kid, and that could be what makes you take a long, hard, like, break before you have, like, kids again. Maybe the baby father here, I just feel like they're not going to be as interactive or supportive as with this other child, okay? I'm almost getting an energy like, and I also feel like you're going to gain a lot of weight with this child, and they may come out to be very, very small. Although you gain a lot of weight, I feel like this baby will be very tiny, okay? And I also feel like that they'll be kind of like a sleepy baby. I feel like that you may wonder if they're like okay. Okay, there's like an energy surrounding, like, are they moving? I just want to make sure everything's okay, things of that nature. Okay, so let me clarify. What is the energy surrounding pregnancy for my elephant babies? Okay, what would pregnancy be like for my viewers? Just like pile 3 with this elephant child. Naked. Okay, you may feel vulnerable. There may be a lot of judgment surrounding this pregnancy, okay? Maybe you feel like you don't have certain things together the way you should. People may not approve of your relationship with the person that you have kids with. So that could be like the energy there, because I'm looking at Mami Wata, and I'm looking at this serpent that's on her, and she's a mermaid. So I'm almost getting an energy surrounding, you may feel confined in a relationship. This could be an energy surrounding someone trying to trap you with this baby. I'm also getting some of you guys, if this is a boy, this kid may be a junior, okay, with the second baby. With Live Out Loud, I'm also getting an energy that when you're pregnant, you may... I don't know, for a lot of you guys, by the time you find out you're pregnant, maybe when you want to be single, you could be like on the verge of trying to be like break free from like your spouse before you found out that you're pregnant or that they're pregnant. And I am getting an energy surrounding like this connection. This baby could be like the reason that you guys gotta make up or that you want to make things work. I'm also getting energy with this baby. You're kind of partying and you don't even know that you're pregnant. Okay, I feel like you're doing your own thing. I am getting this baby as a miracle in a lot of ways. I do feel like they're a golden child. They're very mature. They are a gift, because I do feel like that it's coming in a lifetime in which you could maybe not know who you are, your purpose, and maybe you feel like this other child, because I do feel like this Cobra child, they do their own thing, and they're very independent. They have a big personality, but they also be a bit much, okay? So, with this elephant kid, I do feel like this will be the one that spends a lot of time with you, even when they get older. They'll come and visit you, come and say, like, I don't know, some of you guys smoke, and this kid may, like, or they may smoke when they get older, and they will, like, come and bring you some like, I'm hearing, like, they'll come, Mama bought you some smoke, something like that. Or they're, like, this will be the kid that you'll know what they have going on, because I feel like they'll just straight up tell you. Okay, they're very honest, very forthcoming, and they're just easygoing. I'm hearing them easy like a Sunday morning. They may even like old school music. Okay, hold on. I don't know why I'm hearing Brian McKnight, so For others of you, the person that you have babies with or kids with, this person could already have a lot of children, like a lot of children, and this could be like their other kids, and that could be the issue here. Like maybe it's not that your baby father isn't involved, but maybe it's just the energy surrounding, like maybe you feel guilty because maybe they're not involved with their other kids where they are with you, but somehow, some way, there's a little bit of shame in regards to the relationship with the other parent. Okay, so if you're the masculine, this will be the feminine that you're kind of having, like, oh, well, you know, we were kind of on a break, or this is like an oops baby that you had on someone else, or vice versa, or whatever the case may be. If you're feminine, it's going to be different for all of you. But I just feel like it's going to be like a damn, okay, I'm grateful for the miracle that is the baby, but, you know, you may not be as happy with the person that it's attached to, or you may not be happy with the person while you're pregnant, at least because you may feel a little bit unsupported by this particular individual. I am getting that there's a lot of burdens. You may feel like there's, like you're carrying this on your back. Now, tell me about what pregnancy is going to be like with this horse child for my Power 3 viewers. Creativity, alrighty. So I am getting that with this horse child, I feel like that pregnancy is going to be something that I feel like is going to be a little bit easier by this time around. I'm getting with the first child, I'm not necessarily getting, your first, like with this cobra child, your spouse may have your symptoms. With this elephant child, I'm getting that you may have morning sickness, but after a while, things will get better. With this horse child, I'm feeling like there's going to be a breeze with this baby. I'm also getting that you may be pregnant at the end of summer, like turned autumn. So it's like the weather is really conducive for you can kind of just chill. Okay, I'm also getting this baby is just kind of laid back and relax. Okay, I feel like you'll be sleeping a lot during your first trimester. Or this baby, when they're born, they'll kind of like sleep a lot. But I'm getting while you're pregnant with this baby, I'm getting an energy surrounding. A lot of people will be giving you gifts, or you might still have some things from these previous pregnancies that you can still use. I'm also getting that you guys will just know what to do. You'll have like a set plan. Okay, with these other kids, I did this X, Y, and Z. So with this baby, I'm going to do things differently this way around, with this like the X, Y, and Z. But I'm also getting a lot of support. So you may find I'm getting new friends that are going to come and support you. I'm not getting the same old friend. It could be friends from college as well that are coming to like help you with like your pregnancy or support your pregnancy, because a lot of you guys could feel like you have too many kids or whatever the case may be. There is a lot of people who want to make you feel positive about what's going on with you. Okay, so because we do have masks, I do feel like there's energy surrounding like it wasn't planned, but I'm going to make the best of it. Okay, and with brazen, I do feel like you're going to work through this pregnancy. So this pregnancy will be something where I do feel like that you're kind of going to feel like, okay, I got to take care of myself. I got to look out for my kids. Or it's just like, okay, this time around, I'm going to do things differently. Maybe you had a lot of support with these other kids. I feel like with this cobra child and this elephant child, there's a lot of people that are supporting you. But this one here, seems like they're supporting you, but not necessarily take care of your kids. So for those of you where you were like going to school and somebody else was looking after your kids, or vice versa, or maybe you just see like somebody was helping you take care of the first two, by the time this third will come around, they're not going to be just basically doing your job, your parenting jobs for you. I hate to be like, I'm not passing judgment on that because I don't know y'all situation. But it's almost, secrets revealed. That may be what it is. It just feels like that maybe you just want to do things differently with this horse kid. Okay, and I feel like this cobra child, you may have been young and this baby was a lot, okay? So you may have had to have support from like the other family, things of that nature. Maybe you had your kid, maybe the father kept the kid for a little bit, or your parents kept the kid for a little bit. With this elephant child, it seems like that this kid is with you, but they're kind of like, maybe your baby father has a lot of kids, so they kind of get lost in sauce. I just feel like these kids are definitely completely different in regards to personality, your pregnancy, and I do feel like I'm getting energy surrounding you may have different baby fathers for all of your children, because I'm getting I don't feel like none of your kids are going to have the same dad or the same mom. Okay, if I'm being honest. But for others of you, just maybe it means that your person is just going through different phases in your life where they're not the same person. But for a lot of you, I feel like they're literally not the same person. Okay, but I feel like with this pregnancy, with this one, I see you being kind of independent. You may be single or wanting to be single. Or there's energy where I'm just going to take care of myself. We do have 17, 18, then we have 12. So it does feel like that you're going through certain levels. And I do feel like with that's 8, 9, and 4. So that translates to, hold on, give me a second so I can do numerology. 21, then that goes to 3. Again, I feel like that you're going to be making new friends. You may go through like a group or something like that. So some of you guys, I don't know, for a select few of you who are in an abusive connection or a relationship, you may go to like a women's home or something like that where there's like other mothers there and they are supporting you, or there's energy surrounding like With 3, that's collaborations, that's friends. Some of you guys could get pregnant by someone you view as a friend, or maybe it's energy like you and your person that you have kids with the desire, you know what, maybe we're just better off being friends, we do have the baby on the way, but at this point, I think I want to go my separate ways, okay? This will be like our last time having kids together. And then there's this octopus child who, I'll see, let's see what's going on. What would pregnancy be like with this octopus child? Truth. Yeah, I do feel like this kid here, this baby, you'll instantly know that you're pregnant, okay? You'll just know, okay? With the grief here, I feel like you'll be a little bit upset. Okay, so I do feel like that some of you guys, this child's father may pass away. But I'm also getting energy. If it's not that, I just feel like you may just be kind of like, I feel like that you're upset that you have different baby fathers and baby mothers. Or maybe you're just not upset. You're just upset with the situation. Maybe it's not different baby fathers, baby mothers. Maybe it's just energy. We've been having kids. We've been together this long. And by the 4th baby, I'm not married. We'll see. But Shine, I do feel like this baby here will make you glow. I feel like you're going to be glowing. I feel like you're going to instantly know that you're pregnant. I do feel like morning sickness is going to be very, very strong with this last child, with this octopus child. I'm also getting this, you're going to be a little bit upset about being pregnant, if I'm being honest. I don't think that you'll, I feel like this kid, with self-sabotage, you'll be very, very hard on yourself. You may feel like this kid is coming in, like, absolute, like, worst time from your understanding, or you just may not want to be with this person anymore. We'll see what's really going on. I want to see the genders. Okay, so give me a second. So I'm going to pull cards from another tarot deck to figure out what the genders may be. But right away, as I'm looking at the animal archetypes, okay, animal spirits, I feel like that you're going to have a girl that may be mistaken as a boy when they're younger. Okay, a girl. Okay, I feel like, honestly, I'm getting 3 girls and 1 boy. 3 girls, 1 boy, but we'll see. I feel like this horse child is a boy, but I think that the rest of them are girls, if I'm being honest. We'll see. For those of you who are, it's not like different baby fathers, it just feels like maybe your baby father has different baby mothers on you. Maybe your baby, like something like that with Shane. It's like, I don't know. I don't know what that's about. For some, it's going to be different for all of you. I feel like that maybe you guys are different ages. Maybe you were super young with this baby. And then it's like, okay, maybe after that you kept having kids. And maybe you just feel like you don't have the means to support them. It just feels like that you're kind of being hard on yourself with these children that you have. Tell me more about the gender of this Cobra child. Okay, so this Cobra child, I feel like they're a boy, actually. They're showing up like a boy. Okay. Yeah, they're a boy. This Cobra child is a boy. They don't have to be the firstborn, but this Cobra child is a boy. Okay, I was getting a feminine energy. They may look a lot like their mom. So take it how it resonates. If they're a boy, they're going to look a lot like the mother. Clarify the elephant child. Is it going to be a boy or a girl? Another boy. Oh, so it looks like I was wrong. For the other pals, I got the genders very accurate initially the first time around, but for this pal it's different. So for some of you guys, it could be an energy where you're hoping for one gender but you get different genders. Okay, so the second child, I feel like they're going to be a boy. For this, not for the second child, but the one I'm looking at, doesn't mean the order is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, but as I'm reading it, this elephant child is going to be a boy. Clarify this horse child. We'll get into their personality, etc. So for those of you who already have these kids, and we'll see if I'm spot on. Clarify this horse child. Okay. Okay, these may be twins. Okay, because this is just octopus here, and this is octopus. Okay, so they could be born, they're going to have the same father. This octopus child or this horse child will have the same father at the very least. Okay, so if these other ones have different dads, these octopus and this horse child will have the same dad. If that's the case for those of you who it resonates, okay? Or it's going to be energy where you guys could be like light skinned with a big forehead. If that's the case, this kid is just going to look like you. For those of you where that resonates, okay? So clarify the gender of this horse child. Girl. Clarify the gender of this octopus child. It may be a Gemini. This is a girl too. 2 girls, 2 boys. Okay. Definitely a girl. And she's very much so spoiled too. This octopus child, they're very high maintenance. They're very pretty. And they're also really like talented too. They're a busybody. Okay, so we're going to get some more details about their personality, their spiritual gifts, and things of that nature. First, I'm going to pull some cards from the Metaphysical Cannabis Oracle deck. Okay, to see what their spiritual gifts might be. Alright, so tell me about this Cobra child. What will their spiritual gifts be? And contributions to the world. What will their spiritual gifts be? Okay, so this card has been like coming out a lot for all of the pals. I just feel like that your kid, their spiritual gifts, I do feel like that they are going to be able to, their facial expressions are going to speak for them. I'm also getting, which is a different way I interpret the other pals, I'm getting this kid here, they may be a tree hugger, or they're going to benefit very well from being outside. I do feel like your kid may want to play in grass a lot, but I feel like that they have a very strong connection with Mother Earth, Mother Nature. Okay. So it will benefit you to go to stay in an area where there's a park or where there's a big tree. Or like it would be nice to find a house if you guys are looking for a forever home that has a big tree in the front yard. Okay, I feel like this child here will want to be outside. Tell me more about the spiritual gifts of this Cobra child. Freedom. I just feel like there'll be a free spirit in general, and I just feel like they'll just be, again, they're very feisty, but they have a very strong personality. But their spiritual gift is they're just not everybody's cup of tea, and that's perfect because they're confident. I'm also getting there'll be a leader. I feel like a lot of people here. I'm also getting like, if you guys have ever seen, what's that called, Umbrella Academy? What was his name, Klaus or something like that? I feel like they might have like the ability, if they wanted to, they could start a cult. I feel like they're very inspirational, very free spirit. They have a very unique perspective, and they have influence. Your child has influence, so that could be something to keep in mind. Because if this kid is doing something, the other kids may mimic this child, and that could be something that could be hard. That may be why you like kind of send this kid. Because I'm forgetting also that this kid at some point you may send them with another person. Okay, because you may feel like this kid is a lot. I'm not necessarily saying it's a good or bad thing, but I just feel like I'm just what I'm seeing. Okay. I also feel like this kid here is sneaky. But that's also a spiritual gift, but I feel like they use it. You may perceive it to be something negative, but it's something that's actually a gift. All spiritual gifts are not living like everything nice, okay? We have to have contrast, okay? So I do feel like this kid here, I'm not getting necessarily that they're a bad person, but they're very cunning. They're very charming, okay? I'm also getting that they'll be able to really seduce people. That might not be something you want to hear, but I feel like when they get older, they'll be like a ladies' man or a man eater, whatever the case may be. Let me drink my water. That's the energy. I do feel like a lot of people are going to be thirsty for this child. Like, a lot of people are going to want this person attention. But their superpower is that they are a follower and not a leader. So that's a great thing to know about this kid, is that a lot of people want to be like this. Bet you can't get like me. That's like the energy. Clarify the elephant. What is this child's spiritual gifts? Ooh, okay. That came right on out. Very straightforward. Okay, we have protection and we have resurrection. Very sweet baby. Very sweet. They also stand up for other people. They don't play when it comes to advocating for people that can't defend for themselves. Okay, they're peacemakers. I was getting there with the elephant anyway, but this kid here would be the one where they get themselves in trouble trying to defend other people. Like, they're just very much so selfless, and I feel like this person here, they're very empathetic and they see themselves in other people. And this could be a type of child that if you cry, they're going to cry, even when you're a baby. Because I'm also seeing like a mother just crying, because you may feel like that you just don't have it all together. And I just feel like whoever I'm talking to, I feel like I'm talking to a feminine, but if you're a masculine watching this, be mindful that this is something that the feminine will keep. The feminine will struggle with postpartum. I just feel like that this child here will be very empathetic, very nurturing. They will be very much so in tune in what their mother is feeling. I feel like this child here is just very much so like they I feel like this kid can balance lightness and darkness, and I feel like they may see things, but they may not acknowledge it. Like, I'm not getting like super strong mediumship abilities, but they may be able to oh, I've seen this, and you may feel like this baby's talking to angels. For those of you that don't know what that means, like, if you ever see a baby like giggling and looking up at nothing, that from like your two eyes, your physical eyes, That's what we call down south is like the baby talking to angels. I just feel like this child here, they would just have an old spirit, and they would just be very much so an empath, and they consider the opinions and the feelings of other people. So that's their superpower, because they want to bring people together. I feel like they may be the one to bring your family together. They're doing that even when they're born. Like I was getting that initially when I was pulling the cards. Like this kid is going to be something that brings everybody together. They're very family oriented. And they're just a light to be around. Okay, they're very sweet. You're gonna get compliments a lot. Yeah, you're gonna get compliments a lot because this kid is gonna be very sweet, very inspiring, and I feel like this kid here is gonna make you feel like you can be anything, because they're also gonna tell you, "I love you, mommy." They're gonna kiss you, "I love you, daddy." They're gonna give hugs. They're gonna say, "You can do it." I'm here, Lightning McQueen. Lightning McQueen. Like, this is a kid that cheers people on, and they don't mind. They don't care to be in the front and center. Their superpower is that they're so selfless. They're pure of heart. Now I'm seeing like miraculous, like Ladybug. They may be very hard on themselves, but they're really just they're chosen. They're very sweet, very, very, very sweet children. This elephant child is so kind, it's very nurturing, very giving, and they're also going to be the type of kid that you have to say, "Listen, you can't give up your lunch. What you gonna eat?" And they're like, "But I eat lunch. I can eat when I come home. My kid don't eat. My friend don't eat when they go home." That type of shit. Like, I used to get in trouble for doing that when I was a kid. So I'm kind of seeing myself in this elephant kid. And I also feel like as they get older, they may get into yoga, meditation, things of that nature. And they may sharpen their gifts, but I don't feel like it'll kind of be all over the place when they're young. Like, they may not know why their energy goes down when they're around certain people or up. And like, they could have mood swings. But I also feel like be mindful what you say around this kid, because they keep things, they remember everything, okay? So keep that in mind with this child. They have a very strong memory, and they kind of hold on to things too, okay? They hold on to stuff, this elephant child. Tell me about this horse child. What's their spiritual gifts? Clarity. Intuitive. They have the gift of discernment, okay? They just naturally, they could be a Libra. Okay, and with loyalty, they're very much so. They are traditional. They don't play. They're very straightforward. They're gonna come across as like kids that you just you can't bullshit me. Okay, this is a kid that is very straight to the point. They don't. Their superpower is that they are a good fucking person. There's a shortage of those type of people. I feel like that you may not be happy with the people that you have kids with, but your kids are just very much so. They are gifts to you. Okay, and they are a reflection of you in many ways. So again, the person that you have these kids with, you may not like the person they're attached to, but they're blessings in so many ways. So you shouldn't beat yourself up for like having so many kids, whatever case may be, because they're your legacy, literally. If Miss Brown, if you're watching this, let me know if this is your pal. Because I'm kind of like, for me to say that, it's like the Brown legacy. Some of you, that could be the energy. Like your kids, they will speak very highly of you. Your kids, their spiritual gifts is a lot like yours. Like, they will be motivational speakers. They will be able to, like, they'll be the ones when they go out, because they was raised right and they saw their mama get it out the mud and do it by their goddamn self. These kids, when they go out into the real world with dealing with other people, they're gonna make other people change. That's their energy with your kids. They're leaders, not followers. That's just who they are. Even the ones that do get in trouble, they're leaders. This kid here, this Cobra child, you may feel like they always in trouble, but this kid, they have to go in those environments because they're meant to touch those people in that way. They're meant to inspire those people. That's not for you to understand. And I feel like if you're going to decide that I'm just going to stop trying to understand this Cobra child very fucking early on in their life, because they're just very unique. With all your kids, they're very unique, but they're leaders in many ways. They're just leaders, okay? And I feel like these kids, they go hard for people that they love. And that's just what it is. And I feel like you taught them that. You've instilled core values with these children, or you will, and they will grow up to be great people and great contributors. Like, they won't be like shitty assholes, okay? These won't be losers who take and take and take and take. They won't be. If you guys don't like their fathers, the superpower could be that they're just not like that. Maybe they need to have that contrast to see somebody that's hardworking, somebody that go after things that they want, somebody that's always does the right things, even when people do wrong things to them, so that they can see both sides of the game, okay? Tell me about the spiritual gifts of this octopus baby. I'm also hearing some of you guys may have 5 kids, but that 5th child could be like, I don't know, but that's like for a few of you. So you may be drawing more than one pal, okay? For those of you where that resonates. So for this octopus kid, I just feel like they're going to be likable. Gift of gab for sure. Definitely going to have the gift of gab. They're very good. They're going to be very beautiful. Okay, they're just going to like light up the room. Like, they're just going to be the type of child that they I don't know, they may be really good at sports. Two, I just feel like this kid is gonna be lovable. They're gonna be very popular. Okay, and with Miracle, this kid here, like all your kids are miracle. I'm getting like rainbow baby energy for all of them. They're all miracles in their own way. Okay, we got the actual miracle card twice. Okay, so that's very good. What is Power 3's relationship going to look like with this Cobra child? Two of Cups. You may feel like this kid is a lot like you, but y'all may bicker, but this child is a lot like you. I was getting they're going to look like the mother. I feel like I'm talking to the mommy here. I'm not really getting masculine energy, but they're going to look a lot like the mother. And I also feel like there's going to be a very strong connection between you and this kid, but you may, they're stubborn. I will say that. But you understand them. I feel like you've been there before. Okay, but there's also energy like you're growing up with this child. You're growing up with this child. That's what I'm getting. You're very proud of them, but y'all make it when this child gets older, y'all could butt heads because y'all grew up together. There may be a fine line where you have to remind them of your mother or your father, not your friend. Although y'all may have a friendship, that could be like the struggle here in y'all connection. Clarify the elephant in regards to how Power 3's relationship is going to be with this elephant child. King of Wands. They're introverted. They say to themselves, but they're very creative. You're going to really kind of be inspiring. You're going to be very proud of this child, but they're going to kind of be to themselves. Okay, they don't want to be bothered. They kind of want to be in their room a lot. Okay, but you're going to be very proud of this kid. Very inspired by them. Okay, very happy. And you're like, what you in there doing? Nothing. Oh, nothing. It's like you have to catch up with this child, but this person here, like when they get older, they'll still make sure. When you get older, and this kid will be the one to come and make sure you're all right and just come chill with you. You know, just come wrap it up with you. Just the type of kid that'll come sit in your bed and won't really say much. They don't have to. You know, they just enjoy your company. So clarify the horse child. Okay, what would your relationship be like for Power 3 viewers with this horse child? Six of Pentacles. So this kid will get her give me a run for my money. Okay, this kid will be very expensive. They may be big-eyed. They want everything they see. This kid could be very envious of the life that they see other friends have. But I do, in regards to material things. But I do feel like this child here is going to be very proud of the things. Like, you work very hard. So this would be the type of kid to where this kid, they're going to be very upset with the other parent. Yeah, with the Strength card, this kid is going to want to defend and protect you. I feel like this horse child is going to be a mama's baby for sure. Okay, I feel like this would be the one. Don't you tell my mama? Don't you say that about my mama? Don't you say that about my mama? Like this kid here, that the quickest way to piss this one off is to say something about you. And I also feel like this kid here will be the one that goes and gets flowers outside and come bring them to you. I feel like this would be the child that for Mother's Day, they can't wait to do things for you, and it's like they want to make your day, they want to make you happy, but they're competitive with their other siblings about getting your attention. But they really love you. Okay, whoever's watching this, they really have a very strong connection with you, and it's an unbreakable bond. And look, we had loyalty earlier, and look, there's another dog. This child here, they would just they won't. When they love you, they love hard, and you're the first person they've ever loved, and it's gonna stick. Okay, period. Clarify what will Power 3's relationship look like with this octopus child. So it looks like I'm getting that you're a phenomenal parent. So in regards to what it looks like and what you feel like, you're hard on yourself, but your kids view you in the light to where they wouldn't have it any other way. Clarify the octopus. I feel like somebody's gonna be crying watching this. I just feel like that you may feel like you make certain mistakes, but your kids look at. I'm hearing Lightning McQueen. Like they're your biggest fans, and you inspire them to want to go get it. And I feel like this horse child is going to be the one that makes the most money when they get older, and they're going to come and bring it home. Like this is going to be the kid that look, Mom, I bought you a car. Look, Mom, I bought you a house. Look, Mom, look what I did. They're going to be the one. If the other kids don't go to college, you'll be the one to go to college. Like they want to make you proud. Because they feel like that you've worked so fucking hard, okay? And I damn near want to cry watching this. Like you work so hard, they want to give back to you. That's what the Six of Pentacles energy is all about. Like equal give and take. Like you poured into me what I didn't have, and I watched you do it by yourself. And they just look at you as you're like this type of kid. They want to you wouldn't know it, but at school they would write essays about you. Like, if they was talking about somebody that really impacted them and changed their life for the better, I'm getting emotional. Like, this kid here, I can already this kid, they don't play about their fucking mama. Like, I just feel like this child is going to be the one to say, this is my superhero. My mom or my daddy is my superhero. You know, like, they stepped up and it was hard, and this is the things they do. I don't know nothing about no George Jefferson. I don't know nothing about no Malcolm X. I don't know nothing about none of them, but I know my mama go hard for me though. Yeah, I know I go hard for my mama, and I dare y'all to say that my mama's not a superhero because I see her do this. For my birthday, she's on the bus with the cake, gifts, and everything else. We all on the bus with her. She's pushing a stroller. She's pregnant in the heat, and she still made it happen. That's my superhero right there. That's the energy. Ooh, this is so beautiful. Like, you have a very strong, deep relationship with your kids, and you may not be able to give them all the like the gadgets and the gifts and all that other shit, but where it counts, you're showing the fuck up for your kids. And I never had that, so this is a beautiful fucking energy, okay? And you might not have all the like, you might not have it all together, but you give your best to your kids, acknowledge that they see that and they love you for it. So what is your relationship going to be like for Pile 3 with this octopus child? Oh wow. 4 swords. I do feel like this kid, I feel like they're going to be busy. I feel like this kid's going to be a lot of activities, okay? So you're going to be very tired. Okay. I feel like this might be like your youngest. This might be the kid you say, okay, I don't know what happened wrong. Okay. I do feel like this kid is very smart. Very, very smart. Okay. You may have to teach this kid like how to regulate their emotions, because I do feel like they have very big emotions. You may feel like they're a bit dramatic. Okay. I do feel like this will be the kid that, I'm hearing like, cut that out. Stop acting like that. Like, that type of energy. But I don't feel like that you have a bad relationship with this kid. I just feel like this kid will be someone that they have difficulty expressing themselves, if I'm being honest. And they could be a little bit destructive. But they could have, like, when they get mad, they do things that are just over the fucking top. But they don't, I don't feel like this kid means well. They're just too smart for their own good. And I feel like when they're little, I feel like your other kids are going to kind of be helping you with this youngest one, or this octopus child. Like, the other ones are going to be able, hey, what mom will tell you? What daddy say? You know what I'm saying? It's like that type of energy. But I am getting an energy with this 5 of swords and this 4 of swords. It's like you'll be learning out. Like, this kid here will open you up with the sun card in reverse. Not the sun card in reverse, the sun card on the bottom of the deck. This kid will make you very happy, but in this way, this kid will be like, they're very new. They could be a part of a whole new generation. So if all your other kids were millennials, for example, this kid will be Gen Z, for example. Not necessarily, but that's kind of like the energy. Like, this kid is a whole nother, like, they're from a whole nother, like, dimension, time period, so where they teach you different things where it's like, okay, well, mama, you can't do that. Mama, no, like, you can't say that. Or daddy, that's wrong. That's not cool. You can't say, like, this kid's gonna keep you hip. Like, oh, okay, that's what the kids doing nowadays. All right. Oh, mama, no, you can't put this on instead. Yeah, mama, don't say that. That's what old people do. You're not old. Like, this kid is kind of, they'll put you on game. That's the energy I feel like. But I do feel like they're a lot. But you wouldn't have it any other way. I feel like that your kids are your pride and joy, and you're their pride and joy. Let me get some more energy surrounding their personality, and then we're going to wrap this reading up and go to the next pile. But I want to say that in regards to what you feel like, it looks like everything's happened the way it should. Okay? And this may be not be like the story that you would choose for yourself, but I promise you, when it's all said and done, you wouldn't have it any other way. You wouldn't have it any other way. I promise you. I promise you, because it's a beautiful love story, and everybody's family dynamic is different. And I feel like you're breaking generational curses to a certain degree, because you're like, you may have, like, this is for those of you who are in a class, not everybody will have different baby fathers and baby mamas, but for those of you where that resonates, it happened for a reason, because I feel like you're coming as an angel to bless, like, your legacy. You're blessing other people's family, and you're stopping, like, generational curses for, like, a lot of people. So it's a method to the madness is what I'm getting. Tell me about the personality of this Cobra child. What would their personality be like? I do feel like this kid here, you'll be very much so in tune with this kid. You just know, like, what's wrong with you? I feel like this kid here, you and them will have like a psychic connection. But I also feel like they'll be very intuitive as well. Okay, very charming too, very beautiful. And I also feel like this kid will be very hard working. Anything that they want, they go after. With Mulatto right there, this kid knows who they are. They know where they want to be, and they know their gifts, and they're going to work hard at it. They may, like, even if this kid here is like a billion no's, they don't care. They're going to go after whatever is for them. Okay? They're going to, like, this kid, I feel like they're artists. They're a very artistic child. I mean, obviously, all these women in this deck are artists. It doesn't have to be a woman. We already established this is a boy. And I just feel like this kid, if they know that they have, like, a purpose in this, no matter how many, I'm getting, like, a Tyler Perry type of energy. No matter how many doors close in their face, no matter how many times they hear no matter what's taken from them, they just, and I feel like they learned this from you, they have grit. Period, point blank. And they also know people are bullshitting them. So I feel like if the other parent is full of shit, you don't have to worry about trying to teach this kid or talk to this kid about, okay, so I really never wanted you to know that your daddy wasn't doing his part, but he's doing X, Y, Z. Like, this kid, I'm already knowing. Daddy, I'm already knowing Mama is doing X, Y, and Z. Like, you don't have to worry about that. Like, this kid be very mature, wise beyond their years, okay? They may be biracial for those who read their resonates, okay? I'm also getting this kid to be very, like, I'm getting, like, an energy, although they're, like, kind of, we got freedom earlier. I feel like this kid here, they want to be the peacemaker, but the way they go about things, they could look mean and not be mean, but I feel like this kid, they have a big heart, but it takes, like, everybody can't get them to that. Everybody can't be around them because I feel like they are triple that. They are very defensive. I do feel like they have a hard time taking criticism because this kid really wants to be impressive. They really want to make you proud. And this kid really, I feel like they may feel like they have a point to prove. They don't want to be like other people, okay? But they may make mistakes and then they beat themselves up. But I do feel like this child is very, very, very confident. I feel like, again, they're going to be seductive. I was getting that energy. But with Gangsta Boo right there, this kid could have like a kidney problem, okay? But I'm also getting, or a liver problem. But I'm also getting with Gangsta Boo, vulgar, but straight to the point. Like, this kid you may catch this kid cussing when they not supposed to, you know? But I do feel like this kid here, they gonna cuss good too. Like, where you gonna cuss like that? Oh, okay, I see how you acted. Okay, they may get into fights and shit like that, but this kid, they're very creative. And they go against the grain. This kid, if nothing else, they gonna go after what makes them happy. They're gonna follow their dreams, even if nobody else is on the bandwagon with them. They don't do things for validation or for approval because I feel like you taught them to put their star power first. You always let them know. I feel like you're gonna be the type of parent that let all your kids know you're special. You are smart, you are wise, you are kind. I'm getting that type of energy. And nobody probably told you that. You probably didn't have all the tools. You probably didn't have a book. You didn't have all the resources that we probably have nowadays. Or maybe nobody showed you gentle parenting, but you sure gonna make it work. Okay, and with finesse, I do feel like this kid, they may come later in age, but they are going to be able to see the fruits of their labor. Okay, their grit is going to get them somewhere. So they know that. They know that they have a higher calling, and they're going to fight for it. And they're going to have a lot of people that are jealous of them, too. A lot of people that are jealous of them. They may do things, again, like this kid here, they may have a past. Like, maybe at some point they get into trouble. Okay, and it's like, okay, well, you know, you're not supposed to be doing that, all right? Why would you go do that? Maybe at some point they go to jail or they get suspended when they're in school or they get into fights and things of that nature. But they get their stuff together as they get older, and it's like they come full circle and they use their stories to impact other people. So it's a method to the madness. So tell me more about the personality of this elephant child. Spiritual. Oh, spirit. Very quirky, very unique, very weird. Okay, they have a very unique sense of fashion. I'm also getting this kid here is just eccentric, okay? I'm also getting with this card, like, Andre 3000 because this is a boy, but they're struggle, but it's Erykah Badu's energy. So I just feel like this kid's going to be very spiritual, and they're going to like music, and they're also going to be into poetry. Very much so into poetry. They may be into DJing as well. They may at some point say like they want to go. They may go to like an artistic school. They may aspire to. This kid could be like into painting or like fashion or design. I feel like this kid will also like incense and perfume, fragrances and stuff like that. So tell me more about the personality of this elephant child. Vision. Out the way. I'm telling you, like, this kid just needs their space. They want their space, and they're very spiritual. They're very tapped in. So this would be like your spiritual baby. I was getting it anyway with this elephant child because you look, they have like you see it. I don't know the proper name for it, but this kid, they were going to travel when they get older. They want to. They need it. Their soul just wants more. And they probably have memories of their past life, but they don't probably can't piece it together. But they have, all your kids have a spiritual purpose, and they're all going places, and they're all going to do big things in their lifetime. Clarify the strength card. For the not the clarify the strength card, but tell me more about the personality of this house force child. Hey, I heard you walk around. Ooh, ooh. Yep. This kid could be. I feel like they're gonna be promiscuous. Okay, but this is a girl, but I do feel like this kid here. They may like to. You may feel like that they're fast. Okay, but I don't feel like it's that. Be mindful. Okay, because this is showing up. I do feel like your child is gonna be very beautiful, very talented, very sweet, very kind. But I do feel like they're gonna be very protective over you. Keep your kid close to you. Make sure you guys have a very strong relationship so that this kid can always tell you whatever. And don't let everybody watch your kids. I'm not going to speak anything negative about what can happen to your kids, but your child could be could have experience. If you guys have kids, only this resonates. If you guys already have kids, they could have expressed to you that, hey, this happened to me when I was young, I didn't tell you. And it's like, that's why they acted a certain type of way. So if your kid are acting like hypersexual, it could be a reason for that. And I'm just going to leave it at that. Okay? But outside of that, I just feel like this kid, they may like, I feel like they'll be talkative. They're also going to really like to spend money. Because salt and pepper, I'm getting energy like, this kid here, they're going to want to change their hair. They're also going to be the type of kid that you can tell them don't do that. And they'll do it anyway. They don't mean any harm. They just got to go figure things out by themselves, okay? They got to touch the stove to see if it's hot. That type of kid. Tell me about the personality of this horse child. Okay. Courage, but this kid here, they're going to be a fighter, but it's because they're sensitive. Okay, they're very emotional, okay, and they really go hard for their friends. They're very loyal. Okay, lots of energy surrounding this kid is very loyal, and this kid here, you gonna have conversations. Okay, so if your friend jump off a bridge, you gonna go jump off from the bridge too? That don't make no goddamn sense. And they gonna be like, well, mama, I mean, if they jump off the bridge, obviously it's a reason why. And I can't just let my friends jump off the bridge. They got parents too. Like this kid here, they just. And also, they're very stubborn, okay? They're very, 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 very stubborn. But with Ribbon Mom being here, again, this kid got to kind of go through things and figure out the hard way that everybody ain't their friend, everybody ain't their father. And that's going to be a hard truth that they have to learn, but that's just because they're loyal and they don't expect people to be false and phony because they're not false and phony. That's just not in their fabric, okay? They go by a certain code, but they also, they require a certain level of respect. Like, people naturally are going to, like, their peers are going to look up to them. I'll say that. Even when they get older, like, people are going to have, like, a respect for them. This card came out again, defense. I feel like your kid's going to be, they can fight. They can whoop some ass. And you're going to know that very early on. Like, just, oh, okay. Like, your firstborn daughter is going to be able, they're not going to have no problem. I don't want to do no talking. Okay, so what was said? Earrings off. Let's get to business. Bitch, you said something about my mama? Say less, bitch. Just get to business. I already got my Vaseline on. Like, this gonna be the type of kid that just that drive around with a Batman car. This gonna be your first kid that come they get a piece. Okay, it's gonna be first legally, cause they want to make sure that they can shoot you and tell the police if they did shoot you. Like this type of. This will be your kid that just be like, yeah, I'm about to knock her off her square because she talking to me crazy. She lost her goddamn mind. I'll beat her up. Like, this would be the kid that call you on the way to the principal's office. Like, yeah, mama, I got into a fight because she was talking about my mama. Oh, I'm on my way. You know, tell me about this octopus child. Their personality. I'm telling you, this kid is going to be very, like, sweet, but they're going to be keeping you up to date. Like, they're very eccentric. They want to travel as well, too. But this kid, they have a lot of friends. A lot of people like this child. A lot of people like this child. I feel like this kid here is also going to be, they may be very light complected. Okay, I'm getting lighter complected. I'm also getting that they may have, their hair may not grow as long as, like, this other girl, like your other daughter. She might like to keep her hair short, or it may just not. She may have difficulties growing her hair. It's probably because she don't drink enough water. But this firstborn daughter, her hair is going to go long, especially when she's a kid. Like, I feel like between your daughters, one of them is going to have really, 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 like, dumb long hair, and the other one's going to, like, have shorter hair. Between the boys, I'm getting that you're going to kind of keep their hair cut regardless, okay? If it grow or it don't. Okay, you may keep their hair when they little boys, but after a while, you're going to want to cut it because you're going to have girls soon. Okay, so tell me about this, more about the personality of this octopus child. Yeah, they are gonna be, when they get mad, and they garner support and they make a ruckus about it. They could also be the type of kid when they get into it with their other siblings when they get older. It's like, you stop bringing family business onto Facebook. Stop. And sometimes get off the goddamn internet. But they are gonna be like, they have to get the last laugh and they have to get the last word. Like, they talk back. I'm gonna just be honest with you, they talk back. But with luck being here, this kid is gonna be somebody that's very talented. Things are gonna go in their favor. For some of you, this kid can, this could be a lesbian. It doesn't have to be. But with self-esteem, I feel like this kid's going to be very confident. They know that they're cute. They're cute and they know that they're cute, but I'm also getting this kid here. Yep, they may have sexual fluidity, okay? They may experiment, but I'm not necessarily getting, like, for some of you guys, they can be a lesbian. For some of you guys, they just like to dress. They could be a tomboy. Really, I'm mostly getting tomboy energy. Okay, so that's what I have for you guys. I love you guys to the moon back and around on social. So this will be a reading. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.
I don't feel sorry for you, 'cause you had a good one. I don't feel sorry for you, 'cause you had a good one. But you didn't want it, and you didn't take it, so now.
Okay, pile 4. Okay, this will be a pile. I do feel like you guys will have 2 children in this lifetime. Possibly 2 earth signs. I feel like this first earth sign will have water in their chart. The second earth sign will have fire in their chart. Okay, don't have to be. In regards to gender, I feel boy, girl, maybe even 2 girls. But you're definitely gonna have a girl for sure. I'll see us. I know that for sure. In regards to personality, I think this first child will be. They will have like emotional like mood swings. I feel like the second child will be they'll be very sensitive, very to themselves, very introverted. Well, I'm not even getting introvert. I feel like this gazelle child, they will be the type of individual that they want to make friends, but people could bully them because they're very pretty. I feel like this kid is very, very pretty, but they'll be picked on a lot as a kid because they're so sweet. Okay. Now, for you guys, I'm going to divide this up in like multiple sections. We're going to talk about what pregnancy will be like. We're going to get their genders, physical descriptions, personality traits, their spiritual gifts, etc. Okay, so let me clarify their genders first. Okay, so I'm getting 2 children, and it came out just like that. So I'm strongly getting 2 kids for you guys. So clarify the gender of this camel child. Clarify the gender of this camel child. Is it a boy or a girl? For my powerful viewers. I feel like you have this child very young. Okay. It's a girl. But this child may be born in a relationship that was toxic, okay? Someone's going to try to trap you with this baby. I feel like the way you get pregnant with this camel child is not in a way that you would prefer. And I do feel like there's a big gap between these kids in regards to age as well. Okay, I feel like you're not even staying in the same environment, either in regards to age or like there's a difference in regards to. I feel like these are different fathers, different baby mamas, different baby fathers. But I'm also getting energy like you're not even in the same environment. You may not be in the same city, state, or be the same age, or be the same person. Something about you is completely different with these pregnancies. Okay, but I do feel like this first child is a girl, or this camel child at least is a girl. Clarify the gender of this gazelle child. I feel like this is a girl too. Clarify the gender of this gazelle child. Is this a boy or girl? I do feel like they're going to be light complected. Okay. They could be a Taurus. Clarify the gender of this girl child. Excuse me, this gazelle child. Clarify the gender of this gazelle child. I feel like they're going to be a girl. Clarify the gender of this gazelle child. This first child could have air and water in that chart. Okay. This other girl. Okay. Your child may grow up to not identify with a gender. Okay. Oh, okay. It's a boy. It's a boy. They have like this boy here though. It's a boy and a girl, but I do feel like this boy could be they could have very feminine features. Okay. So this will be a boy that they think is a girl when they're born. Okay, so they may mistake your children for different genders when they're young. But this is a boy with the temperance. This is a boy. There may be a Sagittarius that has Sagittarius placements, okay? But with this other child, this is a girl. Getting Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They may have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio in their chart, though. Okay? Take it how it resonates. But I'm getting that this Sagittarius, Leo, Cancer child could have like earth and fire in their chart. Take it how it resonates, okay? So I want to see about what pregnancy will be like with these children. What will pregnancy be like with this cowboy child? Oh, you already know that you're pregnant, okay, intuitively. This child could have been planned as well. Or maybe you just make the decision that you can keep the child, you're ready for this kid. Or you're going to be doing, I feel like you're going to be working by yourself. You're going to be doing a lot of things by yourself, okay? I also feel like with alchemy, this child, pregnancy with this child here, I do feel, you may feel like it's a boy when you're pregnant with this girl, but then it comes out to be a girl. Okay, this camel child, you may feel like, oh, I know I'm pregnant, but I think it's a boy. But it's a girl. And it does feel like with this camel child, you know instantly, you kind of know very soon when you're pregnant. And I do feel like you may be, some of you guys may decide that you don't want to go to school anymore. You may drop out of school. You may take a break from school or work while pregnant. But it seems like you get back up and you can either pick up going back to school or you go back to work while pregnant. Okay, with this gazelle child, what will pregnancy be like with this gazelle child? Okay. You may feel like you're not ready for this child, okay? You may contemplate or something like either you're going to be thinking about like, oh, I'm going to put up for adoption. I don't want any kids. Maybe you're thinking about getting an abortion. Maybe you just feel like this kid is having the wrong first time. But I do feel like somehow, some way, you're going to get an indication that this child is meant to be born, okay? Or something's going to work. Or you're going to be very hard on yourself. I do feel like you're going to be trying to be busy. You're going to be doing too much when you're pregnant. And people are going to be letting you know that you're doing too much, okay? Like, you're working too much or you're trying to do things like you're lifting stuff. Like, you're going to be an extreme nester. It's going to be doing a lot. With good juju on the bottom of the deck, though, I do feel like this child is protected, okay? You may be worrying about this baby. Like, you may be stressed out a lot, and this could be a high-risk pregnancy, so you could be overthinking. But I do feel like it's something that you shouldn't, it's something that you shouldn't worry about, okay? If that makes sense. Hold on. Excuse me. Oops, sorry. Let me move that back. Okay. So I do want to touch on this child's spiritual gifts. So we're going to pull from the Metaphysical Cannabis Oracle deck to see what's going on with that. Tell me more about this camel child's spiritual gifts. Naturally very mature. They want to do everything right. They're kind of like, this kid's going to be the type of one that want to clean. They're kind of going to be a little bit clingy to you as well. With their spiritual gift is that they're naturally going to be a healer. You're going to notice that a lot of people would gravitate towards this child, but I feel like it's because they have a healing ability. Okay? And they bring families together. They help heal. Okay? They're just very stable. Okay? And they inspire. And they're also naturally an empath. With solar magic, they're also very independent as well. Okay? So they're just going to naturally, I feel like their spiritual gift is going to be more so about this child just has, they may be clear cognizant, okay? You may be drawn to more than one path. This child is going to just have an inner knowing how to do stuff, okay? Some of you, they're going to be picking up pencils early and just doing things like, oh, wow, it's like you've done this before. Probably because they have. They're probably old soul. Probably was a boy in a past life, but they're a girl in this lifetime. What are the spiritual gifts of this gazelle child? Independent. Both of your kids are going to be independent, do their own thing, very easygoing. This child is also going to be having an old spirit. This child is going to be very smart, very wise. This gazelle child, I feel like both of your kids are reincarnations, honestly. I'll be honest, both of these children are going to be reincarnations of some sort. Let me see what your relationship will be like with these children. What will Power Forward's relationship be like with this cowboy child? I feel like this kid will make you get your shit together. This kid will be the one to get you out of bed every morning. They will inspire you to do things better. They will inspire you to go after your dreams, okay? Inspire you to take risks. I do feel like that this kid will be around at the beginning, like when you, like this kid will see you go from nothing to like having something and establishing yourself. And this kid will be very proud of you. But this kid here will be your inspiration, okay? This will be the kid that you post. You may also, this kid could also be a child for those of you, yeah. If you guys have ever been told, put your kid in like child photography, some of you guys, this could be like a child model. Your kid's going to be a looker for sure. For sure a looker. Okay, and I'm also getting an energy surrounding like this kid here. Yeah, they're very creative. I feel like this child here, your relationship with them, I feel like they're gonna help you get famous somehow, some way. Somehow, some way, your child is gonna be your beneficiary. This Camel child. Okay. They could. I feel like this child here, they could work at a very young age. Like this kid could like have like a career. I'm also seeing like I'm seeing like Zuri, okay, or what's her name? Sky Jackson. Let me stop. Let me call her by her TV name, Sky Jackson. You know, like that type of energy. Like this kid here is gonna be just a naturally beautiful, natural talent. That type of energy. Okay. Tell me more about this Gazelle child. What would Kyle Ford's relationship look like with this Gazelle child? They'll keep you busy, keep you entertained. I also feel like this kid will balance you out. Okay. This kid also will be part of some sort of community that will make you advocate for them. So either this child will have some sort of like disability, or this child will be very eccentric. They can be gay, they can have disability. They are part of a marginalized community that makes you want to advocate for this child. And I also feel like this kid here will also be, because this kid may come at a time where you feel like low, and they're going to be like a big pickup for you. This child here is also going to be you're going to be very in tune or connected to this kid, and I feel like your kids are coming at a time where you need support. Okay, these kids are going to be it's unconditional love that you're going to be getting from your children. Your children are rewards, and there's two things here. Okay, and right but not behind that is like storms, and right after storms is joy and live out loud. So I just feel like your kids are coming in to inspire you, to put you in alignment, really. Let's get some information about their personalities. Very straight to the point. I feel like your kids are not going to be that difficult. They're going to be kind of like open books, honestly. Yeah. I feel like they're going to inspire you. Okay, and they're going to open up a lot for you. Very healing. Also, they're going to be very loyal, very clingy towards you as well. Both of them. They may sleep in your bed with you longer than what they should. That type of clingy. Just mama's boys and mama's girls. You know. Mama's babies. Tell me about the personality of this Camel child. Prideful, very beautiful, very, very beautiful, very talented. But they're a talent since like a youngin', and they're gonna be good at everything, pretty much. Whatever they put their minds to, they're gonna be good at it. They're gonna grow to be very tall too. I feel like this kid has long legs. They could have like a darker brown, or like a medium brown, or a darker complexion. They could tan really dark. I also feel like they're gonna have a lot of hair. Okay. I feel like this Camel child is also going to be their personality. They could be going through stuff, but they don't want to tell you in regards to like how bad things are. They could just express frustration, but they channel it into whatever they do for career or creativity. So if this kid is upset, try to give them some paint, something to like create something with, and watch them just flourish. They're very passionate about whatever they do, and they're very versatile. And I feel like this kid here, this almost looks the same. So your kid could look a lot like, they're very beautiful. I feel like this kid is gonna be tall. I feel like this kid's gonna have like a larger nose. They can have very full lips. I feel like they're gonna have bigger eyes and a lot of hair. A whole lot of hair. Like a lot of hair. And their hair's gonna have personality, and they're just gonna have like a really big personality. And I feel like they may intimidate people too, because they're such a light. Okay. Clarify the personality of this Gazelle child. Okay, a little bit defiant, a little bit bad. Like this kid here, they're very confident in here, but I also feel like you may have to repeat yourself a lot with this Gazelle child. Yeah, they are. Excuse me, sorry. This kid is mischievous, and they play victim. Okay, but I'm also getting with finesse. This is a kid that you don't have to worry about, because they may do things. They may get into a lot of trouble when they're young. A lot of trouble because they're cunning. They know that they're cute. They can get away with a lot of things. And I feel like you may come to this child's rescue a lot. An awful lot. This kid with this relationship with the Justice card showing up and Six of Swords, at some point you may have to get this child out of jail. I'm going to be honest. Like, this kid here, they're cute. They know that they're cute. And they think that's going to get them through everything. And they have to kind of go through life to figure things out. But it feels like when they're like around 30, 40, they're going to be making a career for themselves, okay? But this kid may come at a time where you're out of your career, right? And this kid kind of didn't go through or see the things that this other child did with the Camel child. This Camel child probably went through, like this Camel child would have been a seed you broke, basically. But this Gazelle kid, they haven't made in the shade, so they just kind of spoiled, that's all. So I would say I don't know, like the difference between Will Smith's oldest son and Willow and Jaden, basically. Okay, so that's how I feel, you guys. I love you. See the booty back. So moon and back and around the whole solar system. This will be your reading. My head is spinning, so I need to eat something. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Laid up, I just wanna see what you made up. Cup kinda tainted, tongue is body painting. Oh, memories, they kinda fading. Tell me what you want, can you face it? Oh,